What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday. Gia is in the seat today.
Hey, everybody.
In the hot seats, the sister seats.
Yes, filling in for Rhea. We miss you.
I feel like time's flying almost.
I know.
I hope it doesn't feel that way for her, like it's going slow, but I feel like...
when
oh
time flies when you're having fun.
Yes.
Is she still in Switzerland?
No, she's in Mallorca now.
Oh, nice.
Don't
Okay.
eat that plant. There's a new addition in the studio.
That's for sure. The elephant in the room.
Let's see if she'll take a big debut.
Come here.
Oh, right on Gia's seat. Come on. Oh, she's going to get you. Here we go. Come on.
She's a little confused with the mics.
This is going to be confusing for everybody listening, but
there you go.
I did adopt a dog.
Yes, very randomly yesterday.
She's here. Okay, not very randomly. It's not like I haven't been talking about it.
No, that's true. You've been talking about it for a while.
It's not like I haven't said I wanted to do it. It would be really random if I just was like, oh yeah, here's this dog. She's checking Dobby out. And
she's so cute.
She is so cute and perfect. She came as Sarah. But she doesn't know the name. And I was testing it out. Oh, what a shot.
Look at that perfect puppy.
I was testing it out like Sarah, and she did look at me and I was like, oh no, maybe she does know it. But I don't think she does because she hasn't had it for that long.
I also just don't really like that name for a dog.
No, I don't either. I also like our producer's name is Sarah. I'm not about to name my dog Sarah. That's kind of weird.
That was my main thing. I was like, your producer's name's Sarah. You can't name your dog Sarah because then ipso facto you're kind of naming your dog after your producer, which there's nothing wrong. We love Sarah, but there's only room for one Sarah in this studio. And that's
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're brainstorming names. Yeah. I really like Olive. She gives me, she kind of looks like a little Olive.
I like Olive, too. And, not to toot my own horn, but Olive was my idea.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Yeah.
Which is fine.
Well, then Mom took it.
Because I wanted to have a cat named Olive, and then I'll have Olive and Anchovy. And I think our parents also own the domain Olive and Anchovy.
Well, don't say it now, because I don't know if they do. Someone else might buy it.
Oh, shit, you're right. But, yeah.
It might be gone now.
Everyone's itching for the domain.
Do it. Yes.
But Olive is very cute for her because, a little black Olive.
Yeah.
We were testing out, Luna, Olive. You said Moo.
I said Moo. I kind of like Moo. I don't know.
She has a lot of potential.
There's so many, there is. And she's 2 years old, and I got her from Muddy Paws.
Yeah, we love Muddy Paws.
And...
and she's a little freaky.
She's a little silly.
She's a silly freak.
She's a little silly. She is from Kentucky.
Yes.
I don't know much more than that, but they say she's 2 years old and fully grown. So she is kind of permanent puppy, which is absolutely adorable. People on the street have been like, "Oh my god, I love your puppy."
Yeah.
I thought she was a puppy at first.
Yeah, she's tiny. She's only 30 pounds.
Exactly.
So she's a little girl.
Exactly. So she's a little lady.
Yeah, and Francesca's going to get a backpack.
Yes.
You are?
Well, her foster mom that had her took her to her office, and she took her on the subway and put her in a backpack.
I feel like she's a little big for a backpack.
No, I saw a picture.
She's pretty skinny.
She fit perfect. Yeah. She's only 30 pounds. She's really not.
I think technically
she kind of is she has skinny legs, so she feels like a little taller. But
you are so sweet.
I really think that she
you should take her to Scottsdale with you.
Could do well into the Met Gala.
Yeah.
How do you feel about sports books?
How do you feel about betting all night long, Miss Girl? She's very sweet.
Miss Peaches.
I walked right into Francesca's apartment yesterday, and I sat down. She just sat right in my lap. She's very cute. She's very sweet. She's a good girl.
Yeah, she's definitely a little love bug.
Yeah.
And she's adjusting. I think that she's really only been in New York City for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
Because she was with her foster mom for a pretty short amount of time. And look, I went to I whisper, Joe's not here this weekend.
That was the biggest dilemma.
My husband's not here this weekend.
When the husband goes away, the wife will play.
I know. It was a very selfish move on my part because I've wanted the dog for a long time. and I went with my 2 friends to the adoption event at the new Petco in Union Square, by the way. Stunning.
Oh, I love that Petco.
Stunning Petco.
It's like it's 2 floors. It's
gorgeous.
Huge.
It's like new. So they had their event outside, and one, it was stressful because it was Saturday, and I felt stressful for the dogs. There's that giant farmer's market. There's so many people.
Yeah.
And there was construction literally on the road right next to the van that they're all on.
Oh, so it was loud.
Jackhammer.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, oh my God. Stressful enough.
So
they're
you're
like
just
in
being
these little rooms.
You're being a good Samaritan.
Yeah, exactly. I saved her.
Yeah.
No, but I it was so funny. I like went up and had was talking to some of the girls there, and one of the volunteers, shout out Sam, she's a CETO listener, was working, and she was like, "Oh my God, are you thinking about adopting a dog?" And I was like, "I am already pre-registered, and I am already pre-approved."
I had a feeling.
So
you can't go to a shelter just to pet with your friend, because then your friend is like the reinforcement that you need. Yeah.
And honestly, I brought my 2 friends that were gonna be like, "Get the dog."
Yeah, exactly.
Like neither one of them were gonna be like, "Wait a second." So Sam was really great, and we were chatting, and she was like, "Do you want to set up a meeting? You can meet a couple dogs." I originally had my eye on a little girl named Pickle, and Pickle got adopted really fast. So I'm very happy for Pickle.
And then,
oh my God, I was all over the board with really there was this, I can't even describe how funny she was. There was this 6-year-old Chihuahua, and her name was Fizz, and she had these giant ears and an overbite.
Oh.
And she was so funny and cute, and I'm like, we're hanging around, and this older guy walks up to the registration desk. He's probably, late 60s, early 70s. He's got gray hair and it's pulled back in a braided ponytail.
Ooh, love.
And he walked right up to the desk and was like, "I want that Chihuahua.
I need Fizz.
And
I need air."
No, it was incredible watching them meet. And I literally stood there on the sidewalk, watched them go for their little test walk, come back. He signed the papers, left with her immediately, and he drove there. So he Madeline has the video. It's so good. The man is driving away, and Fizz is in his lap, and the window's down.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And Fizz is looking out the driver's seat window.
She's probably
and the guy was waving at us all as he drove away with Fizz. And we were like, that was the greatest love story I've ever seen.
That makes me happy, especially for a 6-year-old Chihuahua.
Yes,
I feel like
Fizz with an overbite.
I feel like Chihuahuas get overlooked.
I know, and he was like a man on a mission. He walked up and was like, "I need that Chihuahua."
He knew exactly. Maybe he saw her online or something.
He knew exactly. And I had seen the artist formerly known as Sarah on the website, and was like, "She's so cute."
Yeah, she's really cute.
And I got nervous because I saw there was a lot of other couples.
She was a hot commodity.
And she had a bunch of meetings, which meant that, couples or whoever came, families will go and they take a little walk around the block and hang out, and see how they feel and then come back. And she had 2 or 3 meetings and they didn't adopt her.
Yeah, she was probably so excited.
I was like,
too.
"Oh my God."
Well, that's what it was like with
Precious
Anchovy.
Angel. And I was like, "Give her to me."
Yeah, that's how when I saw Anchovy, who's my cat, I knew I wanted her, but then all these people were coming in and they were like, her name was Nightshade at the time, and they were like,
"What a name."
I know, right? They're
Nightshade?
who so many people want Nightshade.
Poison?
I think so. No, you're thinking of Nightlock
from
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
But Nightshade is a type of flower.
Yeah, okay. Does it it could potentially be poisonous? Maybe.
I mean, you would think with the name, maybe.
Poisonous,
I don't know.
could be.
But everyone was wanting her, so I was like, I have to get her now because she's gonna be gone in a minute. And yeah, I mean, look at her. She's right at home. The sweet thing. She's really sweet. But yeah, I mean,
funny.
No one knew anything. All of a sudden, I just got a text of a dog sitting on a couch.
I know, which is what I said to
was
everybody.
Like, what
I just
the hell?
unsolicited sent a picture, And everyone was like, is that your dog? Like I sent it to Rhea. She goes, is that your dog?
That's hilarious. I feel like it was like the same exact thing with when I got my cat. Like I brought a friend with me. I said I was just going to look, ended up getting the cat, and then I just like texted everyone a picture and being like, I have a cat now.
I know. I felt
Mom's reaction was definitely different to your dog than it was to my cat.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my God, so cute. Oh, she loves you, blah, blah. And I got my cat. She was like, oh, you know that thing's going to live for 20 years, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, well, I hope she does.
Yeah. Is she not a cat person?
No, my family's never been.
We've never been.
We've never been cat people.
And let me tell you, nothing against cats. I've especially with Anchovy. She's a little sweetie.
Saint.
So I think it's one of those things that they get a bad rap, and you got to spend time with them, with certain cats, and you'll feel differently. Yeah. So I felt that with Anchovy, but no, I was like I said to the volunteer, I'm like, I'm gonna take her, and it wasn't until I go to the table to finalize, and I'm signing the papers, and the guy's like, okay, here's her medical record and this and that and like all these things, and I'm like, oh my God,
it's a lot of pressure at first.
Yeah. I did not sleep a wink last night.
Was she being annoying?
No, she was perfect, but I was so nervous. Not even nervous. I was like, I just kept thinking about her and being like, is she okay in there?
That's how I was too.
I put her crate in the living room.
Yeah.
Just so like she's already, she definitely has Velcro dog tendencies.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll put her in the living room. I put her in her crate. She cried for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, don't let her. She'll be okay.
Yeah.
She'll be okay.
Right.
And she
stay strong.
Yeah. She stopped after like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I just got into bed and was like, my heart was just like racing. I was like, I have a dog. I have a dog. She was in the other room. I hope when I wake up, she's still there. Like, is this a dream?
No,
like,
that's the thing. Like, you come into your apartment for the rest of your life. Like, it's so exciting. But like, about when you open the door, you're like, okay, like my pet could be dead. I always think like the worst thing possible. Yeah. But no, like the feeling of coming home to a pet is just the best feeling ever. Obviously, you have Joe. Yeah. But like, they're just
coming home to a husband's cool too.
Well, I just meant that because like I come home to empty apartments, so it's really nice to have Anchovy in there. But like, it's just so exciting, and like they're so happy to see you, and it's so sweet.
Yeah.
Did you put the blanket over the crate?
Yeah, she has a little cover.
Yeah.
So
well, that's good.
She was
that's
okay, and she slept all the way till like I was. Her foster said like normally foster mom said that she would like wake up around like 7:30 every day like before work because she really only had her for like a week.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Sunday morning, I'll wake up at like 8 and see how she is. She didn't make a peep. I woke her up at 8:00.
Oh, perfect. Well, she's a perfect angel.
What an
princess.
angel. I know.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crate training is hard, but you just got to stay strong. And
exactly.
The fact that she's already somewhat used to it is good.
I know. I think she is.
Oh.
And like when I put her crate together and put everything in it and opened it up and it was like done, she went right in.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't trying to like be in there for a while, but she went in to check it out, sniff around.
It's a little.
And then came back out and was like,
it's like a good safe space for dogs for them to decompress.
Is this a comfortable position?
She really reminds me of Flo and our childhood dog.
So it was really I don't know if and Dad brought it up, and I don't know if I subconsciously thought that it would be a similar situation, but when we got Lola, I was living at home. You were in high school still.
Yeah, I was 16.
And I was at home, and our childhood dog had died a few months prior.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, let's just go to St. Hubert's, check it out. We'll see what's happening. Because we were on the website. We said, oh, there's only older dogs on the website right now.
Yeah.
We go with my mom. Was JB with us?
Yep.
Yeah. It was all three of us.
And my friend Hannah.
And Hannah and my
ex-boyfriend. Your ex-boyfriend, yeah.
And we went to the shelter. And we're walking around. We're seeing the dogs. And my dad was on a very similar scenario. My dad was on a boys trip in Vegas.
Yep.
And my dad and our childhood dog were like really, really close.
Yeah.
Really, I think she only liked him out of
I mean, she only listened to him. Yeah. Anytime we had to get her inside or anything, we would say, Dad.
Yeah, we would go, Dad. And she would come in. So just the threat of Dad was all it took. All it took. So when we were in St. Hubert's, remember, like, it was a truck just like
they pulled
backed up and they lifted the back of the truck and it was a full litter of
like Pitbull Lab
mixed puppies, and they were so freaking cute.
And Lola was the only brown and white one.
They
she
were
was
all
so
black,
cute.
and she was brown with her little white spots. And we were like, that one.
She was a little babushka.
Oh, we were like, we will take her right now. And at first, it was the kind of thing where the rescue was like, oh, you can come pick her up in 3 days. We're like, cool. Yeah. And then they're like, actually, no, you can't reserve her at all.
You need to take her now.
You need to take her right now.
Yeah.
And if you don't take her right now, she could go to another family. And I remember there were other families there, and we were going inside, outside. I told Gia, I was like, Gia, stand by that fence and make sure nobody takes that dog.
Yeah.
And we left with Lola, and we had to call my dad and be like,
we have a dog.
We left with a puppy. Yeah. And like, not only we left with a dog, we left with a puppy.
Yeah.
She was
6 weeks,
really
I think.
little.
Really little.
Like, we still had to.
She might have been 8.
Yeah. We still had to take her. We had to take her right back to get spayed and all of her shots. Like, they were like, you can take her right now, but bring her back in like 2 days.
Yeah.
So it just felt like a very similar scenario.
For sure. Well, and I remember, like, obviously our dad freaked the fuck out. And then I remember he walked up from the basement and Lola was so tiny and walked right up to him and he picked her up and it was just game over after that.
It was, my mom kept saying, because she at the time was working like right around the corner, and she kept being like, I'll take Lola with me to the store. Don't worry, because my dad was working a lot from home. I'll take Lola with me to the store. It'll be fine. And because my dad's like, this freaking dog's barking. I can't go anywhere. There's a puppy, blah, 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 blah. After like 3 days of my mom taking her to the store, I remember him sending a text being like, oh, you took my little friend away?
Like, he's so annoying like that. It's so, but yeah, I mean, I think that's every and I feel like so many TikToks of dads and boyfriends, whatever.
Yeah, of course. There's always a trend of it's always the dad, like or it's like the dad being like, gifting my dad the dog he said he didn't want, and then they burst into tears.
Yeah, and then they're best friends, and the dad's like, wearing a matching shirt with the dog, and Lola is obese because of dad, because all they do is hang out together. My dad makes her a separate bowl of pasta when he makes rigatoni.
He does.
So
plain pasta, plain. Yeah, nothing on it.
He saves some rigatoni for her when he makes pasta. So if that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what does.
I mean, well, those they're spoiled rotten.
They are spoiled. And you're about to be a spoiled
princesses.
Queen too.
I know, she is. She's gonna be a little city dog, and I thought it was so cute that her foster mom also said, she wrote me a really cute note, which I thought was really sweet. And I mean, obviously she didn't know it was just to whoever adopts her.
Wait, I'm dead. She knows who you are?
No. Oh. I'm saying she just wrote like to whoever adopts.
Right. No, yeah.
Sarah.
Right. Sarah.
And see, that's not good.
She definitely knows her name.
She definitely does.
Yeah.
We're changing it.
She's
really smart. She'll learn her name.
Maybe something with an S so that it sounds the same.
I know.
S'more?
No.
Sadie?
What about Tara?
Sadie's such a
it
typical.
Sounds like
Tara. I kind of like that.
Like, that's such a typical dog name.
Taro
or Sadie? No. Stella is too, I think.
Stella is such a common dog name, and also Big Cat's dog's name is Stella.
So true. Forgot about that. So true.
There's dog name exclusivity in this company. I feel like
definitely. There are so many different supplements, powders, all these things that you're supposed to be taking. You're on social media. Everyone's promoting something. You're like, oh, am I supposed to take that? Am I supposed to take that? It can be kind of confusing, but that's why clean supplement company Ritual has pledged to complete clinical trials on all its products by 2030, with trials already done for best-selling products like their Essentials for Women, 18 Plus multivitamin, and skin hydration supplement Hyacera. You can see all the results and learn more about Ritual's commitment to clinical trials at ritual.com. The Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin is great. I take it every day. Easy, 2 capsules. Don't have to worry about tons of different pill bottles, you're traveling, all these things. It makes it so easy. Their Essential for Women 18 Plus Multi contains 9 key nutrients and 2 delayed release capsules designed for optimal absorption per day. Designed to be gentle on your stomach with a minty essence in every bottle that helps make taking your multis actually enjoyable. So no more shady business. Ritual's Essential for Women's 18 Plus is a multivitamin you can actually trust. Get 25% off your first month only at ritual.com/chicks. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/chicks for 25% off.
What about Miss Banana?
Great choice.
Miss Orange instead of Miss Peaches. That's what I'm saying.
Oh. I was like, Miss Banana. You could
Miss
come with
Apple.
Miss Raspberry.
Yeah.
What about Miss Blackberry?
Oh, Blackberry's kind of a cute name. And you name her Berry?
Yeah.
She's really cute. But you got to think of a name like
No, I
today
know. It's got to be.
because
I know.
She's going to get confused.
She's going to get confused. At first, I really thought she didn't know her name, and I was filming a video, and I was like, I'm changing her name. She doesn't even know it. And I kept saying Sarah. She kept looking up at me, and I was like, shit.
You're like, fuck. I'm pretty sure Anchovy knows her name. And people say cats don't know their name, but
yeah.
I call her for her sometimes and she answers. But
does she?
No, she does.
Or do you think she just, the
I go,
cadence of your
Chovy,
voice.
and she goes,
Yeah.
And so I know where she is because I lose her. I get scared.
Sometimes I think it's just like the cadence of how you say
Totally,
it, you know?
totally. Well, I mean, if you tell a dog like anything like with the same like vocal chords as sit, you know, you could be like poop, and it'll probably still sit.
Yeah. You know who I bet would be really good at giving her a name, Noah? Your mom.
She's given like 100 dogs names.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I guess that a lot of them come with names.
I feel like a lot of the Fosters come with names, but I feel like she would be good at maybe put her on the case.
Yeah, text her and tell her
if
we
she
need
can
some
come up
I
with
names.
gotta
some
send a
names.
picture of her.
I thought that Luna.
Like Moo.
Moo's
I don't know
cute
why
too.
I keep going towards Moo.
I just gravitate anything towards like something like dark themed.
Yeah.
So I liked Luna. I
Well,
like Moo.
Cows have dark spots.
Yeah, brown cows make chocolate milk. Are there black cows? Yeah, I think so.
They're black and what do you mean? They're black and white.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
she's
you mean
not black
just
and
black?
white.
You mean
Yeah,
yeah, there are.
because Moo,
Very
I would
dark
feel like
colored
should be for like a
cows.
black and white dog,
Yeah.
and she's just all black.
But she's got a little white.
Yeah. What about like Shadow? It's kind of a boy.
No.
Why are you laughing
Shadow
at that?
is a
I feel like
crazy
that's
name
got to
to-
be just the most. That's got to be the most used
Name for a black dog.
dog name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think
Really?
there's a dog. I actually think there's a dog in my building named
Shadow.
I've never heard of a dog named Shadow.
Really?
I thought it was a joke that you said that.
Oh no! I feel like I actually did. I will admit I did Google like dog names.
Oh, yeah,
and like I was
same.
like also she's. I was
Ask
like
ChatGPT.
for black dogs. you know?
I did ask ChatGPT because
to see if there was something fitting for
looking
her.
for like black
Shadow,
like Italian
Raven came up a lot.
Raven.
Yeah, I don't like Raven either.
We're looking at like black names
I
for like
think
black
maybe it's
dogs,
just
Italian
because-
names for
yeah,
black
we were trying to think of
dogs.
something maybe Italian.
And like Nara.
I do
means
like old people names. Like that's always funny for dogs.
I know. Well, I just think she.
Doris.
I know Lauren said Martha.
Martha. Wait, Martha's cute.
Yeah.
Meryl.
I'm just thinking of Meryl Streep, like older women.
Betsy.
Yeah.
What's like old people? I'm trying to think of like our great aunts.
I wonder if it's just because we just spend like 45 minutes throwing out dog names.
Yeah.
I feel like because Flo and Lola have like
yes
short names that I'm
Honestly,
like in the mindset of short names.
I'm sure like tomorrow, once this episode comes out, there will be a lot of ideas.
There'll be a
That's
ton of
true.
ideas for sure. People will definitely throw their hat into the ring, I think,
But you gotta
for
pick,
potential
like,
names.
soon.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like those parents who can't decide and like their kid just doesn't have a name.
Maybe
for,
I'll just
months.
like do a little
can't.
contest. Like I'll put a treat in a bowl and like line them up and label each bowl and whichever one she goes to.
Right, whatever one she picks.
That's her name. Little Martha Moo.
Martha Moo. That's kind of a cute. That
little Martha Moo.
that reminds me of
Martha May Whoville.
yeah. Also that, but
Martha
the
May who?
what's the name of that ice cream place in Martha's Vineyard?
That place is called
Martha.
Mad Martha's.
Mad Martha's. Oh, I don't know why I thought Martha Moo.
No.
Maybe just Martha then.
It's ice cream, so I think there's cow.
Yeah, they have a
like,
cow
there's
in
cow
the
decals
yeah,
around.
They definitely have a cow
Cow
somewhere
decals.
in there. I kind of like Martha Moo. That's cute.
Susie.
Yeah. That has that S sound, so it's close to Sarah.
You can call her Marty. After our favorite new husband.
Oh my God. She laughed at that.
Yeah, she liked that
Your
joke.
eyes, you thought that was funny.
She's like, I'm not Marty.
No.
I'm a girl.
I know.
I'm a precious
A lot of people
princess.
have been thinking she's a guy, though. Last night I was walking her out. She got 3 so handsomes.
Oh.
So, she is very
She's
handsome.
a beautiful angel
She's
princess.
very handsome.
She is handsome. I feel like she gives girly pop for sure.
I know.
Well,
it's when she's smiling.
You also need to get her like a girly collar.
Yeah,
she's wearing
yeah,
a red
yeah.
collar, which is kind of like
Well,
boy
don't worry.
vibes.
My mom already called and said she's got something in the store that she'll send.
Oh, don't
it's
worry.
It's pink with silver studs all over it.
Oh, don't worry. It's pink and bedazzled.
She actually described it as Versace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's very Versace-esque, she said.
It is not Versace.
No,
but she
not
said
at
it
all.
is, it is made in Italy, obviously. Only made in Italy, only at the store. So.
Only the best for Martha Moo.
Martha Moo in her leather goods.
Yes, of course. I know. She didn't offer Anchovy a
Versace collar?
Yeah, whatever.
Mm. I don't know how Joe's going to feel about Martha Moo.
Yeah, I guess Joe has to decide too, what her name is.
He didn't love Olive.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I usually lean toward names that end in E, like something like E, like Susie.
Yeah.
Because it's
it's just easier to say. I feel like that
yeah.
with Anchovy, and then I call her Chovy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what would you call her, Martha?
Like when we
Marty.
Marty, literally.
Yeah.
No,
we had
she's
Nova,
just short to Moo.
I called Nova Novi. It's just easier to
Yeah,
say
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we call it Lola and Flo, Loli,
Yeah.
Flowy.
Flowy. Flo,
Yeah.
Flo, Do.
Would you say if you kept Sarah, it would be like Sari?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Siri.
I don't know
Sounds
if people
like
are going to be
Siri.
like, you should keep her name, but she's just not a Sarah.
No.
And I don't
Sarah
think
doesn't sound like a dog.
And I
name.
asked them, I was
Sarah-
like, do you think she's been Sarah for long? They were like, no.
Sarah doesn't give me that
Yeah.
dog name that fits her. I feel like with Flo, when we got Flo, her name was Flo
Yeah.
when we adopted her, and it
Yeah.
fit her so perfectly.
That's like that Chihuahua. I was like, that
Yes.
Chihuahua's name is Fizz. And I hope he
keeps
does
the
not
name.
change it.
Yeah.
Because she was such a
6 years.
She was such a Fizz.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
It'll come to you.
but it was an amazing experience. I'm so excited.
Yay!
So happy to have a little baby in the family.
Yay!
And I love Muddy Paws. They were so great. They're such a great.
They're the best.
They're such a great.
Have you been
rescue.
following the girl's new adoption?
Oh,
Tiki?
Tiki. Yes.
So cute.
I don't know if you guys have seen on Instagram, but there's an account, Simon Sits.
Yeah.
And
Her name's Isabel
Her
Klee.
name's Isabel, yes. And she adopted her dog Simon years ago, but now she fosters. And she's had these incredible fosters.
Yeah.
She's
She
gone
had
viral. Poutine was probably the
if
one
you guys know Poutine.
that went the most viral.
Gigi, or what was the one?
Yeah.
What was the one she just had this deformed? It was like
Biggie.
Big Z or something.
Yeah.
It was so cute, but literally an abomination to
it was.
genetics.
It was bad breeding.
Yeah.
Bad breeding for sure. And now she has this little dog Tiki that she doesn't know and doesn't even want to share, I think, or if she does know, whatever situation he was in before, not good.
Yeah, not good.
I mean, even just looking at him, he's
so
missing. I don't
all
even
the
wanna
hair
describe
around his
it.
eyes.
Actually breaks my heart. Thinks maybe his eye, it was taped. I don't even know.
So
No,
sad.
I can't.
His mouth was taped shut?
No, or maybe his eye. I don't know. It's like
I
a
know.
rectangle over his eyes
I know.
that he doesn't have any hair.
He's such a cute little guy.
And
It seems like he's improving, though.
He is, and I
Yeah.
love following his journey.
Yes.
And Muddy Paws always reposts them too because she fosters with Muddy Paws.
Yeah.
And
We love Muddy Paws
We love
in
Muddy
this
Paws.
house.
And I also a bunch of Joe's friends that have dogs have all adopted from Muddy Paws. So
She's a baby.
I mean, is she
It's a
kidding?
sweet angel.
Yeah, stretch.
Yes, I'm a
She's
sweet
gonna
angel,
chill.
and I'm a good girl, and I'm a tabalushka
I know.
nabushka.
No, is your brother keeping that dog?
Oh, Maddie was just asking me that. I guess. I think
His brother's been fostering, and then he was like, I think he's gonna keep him.
He's purposely not provided my mom any footage of the dog or any way
Right. He
of
doesn't
promoting
want.
the dog.
Hey, Murray's got 75,000 followers.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that dog to
No
be adopted.
way.
No.
Harold.
Sir Harold.
Sir Harold.
But
he's a
call him
big.
Harold.
He's like a big pit bull.
He's
Sir
actually
Harold?
not that
Him?
big.
No.
He's like
Oh, I gotta find
Sir
Harold.
Harold is an amazing
Yeah.
name. That's so funny.
Wait,
Wait, I love
He's
that.
actually not that big when you see him in person. He's like
right, he's
obviously,
short, right?
He's short.
He's stocky.
But yeah, he's ripped, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean those big boys. I love
yeah.
them. They're so cute.
Sir Harold. There he is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Wait, he's like a Cane Corso kind of.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. Like he definitely. I think he had a really terrible life up until this point.
He's really cute.
Apparently.
Oh my God, it's a big dog.
I know.
yeah.
I actually really like Harold because like I don't really get along with Baylor. I have to watch
Yeah.
Baylor again next week. Did I ever tell you?
He says so exciting.
Is that your next? Is that
No,
your
No,
next?
that's
my-
the current foster.
Current
that
foster
his-
my mom
yeah,
has that like
That's
literally
fair.
last time I went
Oh,
there.
Fluffer.
Big fluff.
Yeah. He's
a s-
annoying.
He's
says he's annoying.
well, one, he doesn't let like anyone. He loves attention. So if I even like look at Murray, he like gets in the way. Like but he's a big like runaway guy. So
Oh.
he like found a hole under the fence the last time I was watching, and I was driving around town like in the rain, like looking for this dog,
Oh my
like,
God.
and found him like fully covered in mud, like multiple streets
A
over, and then he
disaster.
did the same thing again, like. So it was just
my
stressful.
God, Baylor.
But he's a Great Pyrenees. He's huge.
Yeah, Great Pyrenees. Those are
Yeah.
really good dogs. They're like really known as like the protector dogs.
Yeah.
Well, he just wants to.
They like fall into
Yeah.
you because I think they're like supposed to like herd sheep or whatever. Is that
Yeah,
what
I
they
think
do?
so.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do. So like people will get Great Pyrenees for like farms.
Yeah.
They'll like protect the entire everything, and like people will get like 3 or 4, and they'll just guard the entire farm. So he's probably trying to guard you and
No,
keep
I
you
know.
safe.
And you're
He just has, like,
annoyed by
complaining
him.
about
He
him.
just has like a
And
dumb.
you're
forbid.
annoyed by
no,
him.
I do like him, but it's just
No, I
he's
mean,
easy. It's
Lola used to be like that when she was young too. Like the first like 3 or 4
Look at
years, I
this.
feel like she would run away all the
yeah,
time.
yeah, she was always running away. I feel like this is maybe not the best toss.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
I shattered the back of my phone at Ray's
Don't
wedding, I
throw
think.
it. Is it Murray's Instagram?
Yeah.
That's
I
I just
was just gonna show the last video.
yeah. I
His
I
face
have it
is
up.
just so funny. He just looks like dumb.
Like a doofus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a big tabalushka.
yeah, he is.
Fluffy fluffer.
He just looks like if he like got lost, he'd be like, "Sorry,
No, he is. No, like when I finally.
Oh,
my bad."
No, that's exactly what he did. When I found him like in someone's backyard after like panicking for like
Yeah.
30 minutes, I was like, "Get in the fucking car!" And he didn't even like try to run. He just walked. He was like
Yeah.
out of breath. He just walked into the car like.
well, he's probably like freedom.
Yeah.
I can herd
No,
all the
I think
animals.
I think my mom thinks that like he ran away from like because he's trained and everything. So
Yeah.
I think he like had a family and like ran away. I would assume. 'Cause
Interesting.
He's a like that's what he's done since he's been with us. He's like run away.
Wait, that's so sad.
No, I know it
Do you
is
think
sad
he's
when you think about it.
lost his family?
Yeah, wait,
Is he
maybe
I
he's
think
microchipped?
no, I think so. No, he's not microchipped.
Oh.
But like he's fully trained in like yeah, I'm like he must have run away from like his family.
Interesting. Well, maybe he was neglected
I
at the
know.
farm.
It does make
Yeah.
me think about this little girl's past too, because she knows sit. She is housebroken. Like she's done. So I mean,
When
I've
you
had
said
it for a day.
housebroken, what does that mean? I've never heard
It's
that.
like
Like,
it's like
they know
she
not to go to the bathroom
knows
in
not
the
to pee
house.
inside.
oh
Yeah.
but yeah, I just always say.
Well,
potty
some
trained.
dogs you get like depending on the age, especially if you adopt, like they still need maybe like the pee pads
pad.
inside, or like just in case they still don't fully know that you need to be going outside. But apparently she's been pretty good across the board. So
Sweet baby.
I know. Well, I'm very excited. It's my new addition.
I'm so excited to be an
Now
aunt.
let me tell you, the way she's laying right here, she definitely fits in a backpack. Look at her.
She's a tiny little
she's
angel.
compact.
And she likes to be like
Yeah, she
in
likes
a
to
weird,
be,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I have these big fluffy blankets on my couch, and last night she was like, "Peace," and she just inserted herself into all the blankets. I was like, "Good night, good night."
She's gonna have such a good life. It's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Complete change in direction, but the Bet Gala is tonight. The Met Gala is tonight, but the Bet Gala is also tonight. I will be in Arizona for literally 24 hours. I
Yep.
like changed my flight to a red eye so that I could be home ASAP.
Yeah.
And Dave and I will be hosting a red carpet
Very exciting.
along with Nick Turaney.
Oh, the
He'll
big
be-
three?
Yep, the big three. That's what they say. Dave, Fran, and Nick.
What are you guys
Kinda
gonna
sounds
talk
like the
about?
Jonas Brothers.
The outfits?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone's supposed to be coming in a bet themed outfit.
Right. Dressed to the
So
nines.
dress to the nines. We'll see. There's a bunch of Barstool personalities coming, so we'll see how they show up,
I
if
wanna
we're
see someone-
impressed or not.
Right. I want to see someone dressed as.
I'll be channeling my Joan Rivers.
Ooh, yeah. You got to be harsh.
Should I be mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Be like, oh, this.
Oh, I spit on this outfit.
Yeah. Like, I'm just someone like so like harmless.
That wasn't Joan Rivers.
I'm trying to think who's like someone so harmless that's probably going like Liam Blutman. You're like, what a terrible outfit.
Yeah, right.
No, you probably get hate because everyone loves him. And
No.
I want to see
I
someone
just
dressed as
I just destroy like Clemmer.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, Clemmer.
Well, they better be dressed up.
I hope so. I think Dave will be pretty upset if they're not, because
Yeah.
he made it very clear that this is a themed event.
Right.
And then they're all going to be betting their little hearts away on inside.
Is there a big
yeah?
game or something on Monday?
There's playoffs.
Oh, right. Okay.
First Celtics Knicks game
tomorrow,
is a big one. So that's
oh.
tonight.
I'm trying
We're
to maybe
recording
go
on
to that.
Sunday. I know that might be confusing when we record Mondays.
You're
but
Celtics?
I'll be on the way to. Arizona. How do
Excuse
you
me.
feel being in New York, like rooting for the Knicks? Because I've kind of been like, go Knicks.
Yeah,
I
I'll
guess.
say go Knicks for sure.
Joe's a Knicks fan.
Yeah, I have no issue. But like, I'm not gonna wear like Knicks clothes.
No,
But I
no,
will
no,
wear Yankees.
Right.
I love the Yankees.
Yeah.
To be honest, I do.
We also, our family has a funky thing with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Because we.
Well,
like,
my
my
mom's
dad,
from Queens.
Yeah, but my dad was always, I think it's because of Mariano Rivera.
That's true.
He just like had a special, like
He had
really
a signed
growing up.
poster of him.
He did. Like when we were growing up, we went to a lot of Yankees games and he liked rooting for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Despite, growing up a Phillies fan. I also just think he never really cared that much about baseball. Our aunts and the rest of our
Yeah.
family, they really care about the Phillies.
They're like
And
the
we
first
don't.
season, the first game of the season. They're like, we suck. This season's done. It's over. I'm like, isn't it like 9 months long?
And I was like, guys, we have like 112 games left.
yeah, but no,
Maybe more than that at this point.
Eagles, obviously, that's where I draw the line. But
Yeah.
I'll wear Yankees and that's it. But Knicks, yeah, I'll root for the Knicks.
Yeah, I won't Thursday night we were all out at a bar watching the game, and when they won it was sick and everyone went crazy.
Yes.
I'm like, in the environment,
Yeah, of
everybody's rooting for
course.
the Knicks. Joe's a big Knicks fan, all of his friends.
We live in New York
honestly,
City.
like all my friends. So I'm like, yeah,
And it's also like refreshing when like a New York sports team is good.
Yeah,
these
yeah,
days because
yeah.
you're like, oh wow,
The
Yeah.
city would literally burn to the ground if they win.
I can't even
if
imagine.
they beat the Celtics, I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Not
But
I mean,
I
never say never.
never
I'm
say
kinda
never,
worried,
but it'll be.
I mean, they almost lost to the Pistons.
Yeah, it was
They-
just
Yeah.
that definitely could have been a seven game series,
Mhm.
but it'll be fun at
those
least.
ticket prices are absurd.
Knicks Celtics.
I
Oh
was
my
like,
god!
Are they?
The
Is it at
cheapest
the
ticket
Garden?
was like $600.
Which Garden?
Oh right. Oh my God. The TD is
Well,
that
it starts
TD?
in Boston.
Starts
and
in
then,
Boston and then comes back to
Oh,
New
okay.
York, yeah.
this Garden.
Oh yeah, both
Rivals
gardens.
of the
Madison Square
Gardens.
Garden,
Yeah.
TD Garden. Yeah, honestly, when I said is it at the Garden, I meant TD,
Yeah.
Oh,
not MSG. I kind of forgot
so
for a second.
not New York of you.
I know. Wait, did you? This is so random, but did you see that Katy Perry is coming to MSG
Yeah, she's on tour.
for only one night?
Yeah, we can't. It's just it like makes me sad. I'm seeing all the TikToks of this SNL sounds. The skit with the Kristen Wiig skit.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
the
yeah.
lead,
I'm Jen and I'm Junice.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
And
like
it's
Beyonce,
like-
Taylor Swift,
Yeah,
and Sabrina Carpenter.
yeah, and then they put Katy Perry at the end in every one of them.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And all those songs are so fucking good. Like Katy Perry doing those early Katy Perry songs are amazing.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say the songs she does on. I was like, what? Her
No,
new
no,
songs?
no. She's doing it's like a, what's the tour called?
Lifetimes.
Like she's going through all the.
Well, she
eras,
should.
one
But
might
no, but
say.
she's like recording. She's doing all of her new songs though. But
Not
she's
any of
doing
the
like
old ones?
surprise. She's doing like she copies Sabrina Carpenter, does like spin the wheel, and the
Oh.
wheel lands on a era, and then like you pick the song.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's like not doing like you would think because like Thinking of You is like trending so much on TikTok
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now
yeah,
that
yeah.
she would be performing it. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a great song.
You're like an Indian summer. So good. Oh, One
So
of the
good.
Boys is like one of the best albums ever, and so is Teenage
Yeah.
Dream, obviously.
Speaking of the Garden, I was like, oh, foot in mouth. At Rhea's wedding, I was talking to Hardy, and I was like, we were at your show at Hammerstein Ballroom. Like, we had so much fun. And this was like a few years ago now.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, love that show. It was great because I had met him there because I like reintroduced myself. And we were chatting. And he was like, oh, I'm playing New York again soon. I was like, oh, really? Where? He goes, the Garden. I was like, oh, sure. Heard of it.
Right.
Yep, yep,
that little venue.
Yep, heard of it. That's awesome.
That's sick.
I'm like, that's really cool.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's like,
no, Hardy's fucking massive, so.
yeah, I guess that's true. I don't really know country music
No, he's
at
huge.
all, so.
Absolutely huge.
Well, congrats to him.
I know. That's a.
Well, I was shocked
Katy
when
Perry soon in the.
I don't even know. All I saw was like, I kind of want to see like if tickets are like $30, like I would go just to like
go.
get content and like see what it's like. But they're
I
like
would
kind
go
of
for the pure
expensive,
enjoyment. I'm not
again.
gonna lie. I really, and I will say, some of her newer songs.
Well, you guys are. I feel like have to
I
be
have
Katy
liked.
Perry apologists almost.
No, not really.
No, we already interviewed
I mean,
her.
we've gone.
That's true.
I mean, we've gone up, down, all over. Really.
I think my younger self will always love her, but like I really, really can't even stand to look at her right now. No, that's not true. Sorry, that was exaggeration. I mean, I can't stand to see what happens next in like PR and like the media world.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
She's like having to limit her comments on Instagram and stuff. Like
it's crazy. It is. It's a little unfair, but I think all of her
the space thing was.
yes, all of
you're
her
just asking for it.
external choices have affected her.
Yeah.
You know, her stardom,
Yeah.
which
I think,
happens.
yeah, all the women on that ship were.
I
little
saw the funniest
delusional.
video of Oprah and Gayle King at Beyonce's show, and somebody's like recording. They're like, "Oh my God, Oprah!" And then they pan over. They're like, "Gayle, how was space?" She just like looks and
Oh my God.
keeps walking.
No, it's so
"Gayle,
funny.
How was space?
Please tell me. How was space?
It was probably like the first positive question she
Did
got
you see
from
those
it.
videos of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle also at Beyonce and he was dancing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had to watch it a few times because I was like, is this AI? Like I was like,
Well, that's how I felt when
is this really him?
when the older one, what's his name? Charles?
William.
No, William, sorry. I get confused. When William was at the Eras tour.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Shake
yeah.
It Off, and he was
Yeah,
like
he
literally
was-
shimmying.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
you
I
know,
want to say she was
those
singing
British
like "Crazy
boys-
in Love" or something. It was like it was like an old Beyonce.
Yeah, get into it.
And he was bopping.
I love it.
I love to see it. Love
God,
to see it.
You know, God forbid those guys let their hair down. I feel like they're
I know.
scrutinized no matter what they do.
No matter what they do. And he also just lost a big some case he was fighting in the UK to
Oh.
keep his security because they took the
I saw
security
that
away from him.
video of him being
And now he's like, my children will never
It's like, okay, man,
get
but
to
like,
experience
you did this.
being home because they like won't be safe there because
Like
we
that
won't
is
have
not
security.
true.
Felt a little dramatic in my
It
mind.
did. Hire
Also,
your own
like,
security.
you
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah. I don't know.
Like,
Like,
I don't know.
I think
He can't afford his own security.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me because I feel like if you are going to if you're going to be like, I am completely removing myself, like for like the safety of my wife, like
Yeah.
you don't get the
Yeah.
perks then.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I'm actually
Yeah.
like on fucking Will's side now.
No. I will always be on Meghan Markle's side because she was so
Team Wills?
disgustingly scrutinized in the media. Like
Yeah, no,
literally
for sure.
every day, the UK press was just reaming into her.
But that's what they
and
do to
didn't-
everyone.
But they no.
I mean, she got
They
it worse.
do,
She got
but
it worse.
Way worse.
But
yeah.
way
Diana,
worse,
they
and
did it to
also
everyone.
like racist shit. Well, look at what happened to Diana.
I know.
So you want that to happen to Meghan?
Well, I don't know if they killed her.
Well, either way, people were so obsessed with her, and it caused an accident. The paparazzi. I mean,
Yeah,
either way.
yeah.
And you know, they were just like the blatant racism and all that stuff. Like, so
Yeah.
I understand why he wanted to get out of that biz,
yeah.
but you gotta.
If you want to go to London, Will, just
Make your
hire a
choice.
couple security guards and go.
Harry,
Like,
but yeah, no.
Oh, Harry.
Well, he did say his like dad doesn't talk to him anymore, which I kind of thought was sad.
Yeah, they don't. I think the security thing was like a big fight.
I mean, it's like if you don't want to be a part of the royal family, then you can't have the royal family
Yeah.
security.
Right. Can't have
Security. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Listen, I really wanted to try that jam after that clip you guys posted of the jam.
Wait, I have it in my fridge.
Oh,
you can
really?
Try it when you come.
You haven't
Oh
finished.
yeah.
tonight.
I would have thought you finished it by now.
No. No, I have not finished all
I'll
the jam
try.
yet.
I'll try it. But I will always be a Meghan Markle apologist.
Look, I watched her show. I think she's found her perfect lane.
She's definitely cringe though sometimes. She's like, oh, me and H. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's
like, okay.
yeah.
Okay, Megan.
Megan loves Megan, and that's fine. You know?
yeah.
Like,
and I love that for her.
yeah. She's like, watch me. I've watched her make 18 crudité platters on this show. She's like, and it's all about the color. Just you really want to get the color, the veg, any kind of color.
Oh man, I would kill for that.
On this, yeah, it's amazing. I've learned some good tips. Hosting,
but she went through the ringer, so she deserves to make some crudité plates.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, let's get into some topics for the day. Are you all right?
Yeah, sorry.
You really gotta stop vaping.
50 minutes. 50 minutes into the
It's
podcast.
not vaping.
She's gotta stop vaping.
I'm sick, and I don't vape.
You vape?
I smoke weed.
Yeah, from a vape.
Yeah, that's true. But it's different. It's good for you.
Well, now it's changed. You have smoker's laugh.
It's allergy season.
Oh my god. It's allergy season for me too. I don't laugh like that.
Well, and I can't smoke actual weed in my
Yeah,
apartment.
actually, when I was editing the trivia, I did hear that back, and I was like, oh, wow. You're laughing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
Damn, roasted.
Yeah, I can't be perfect, okay?
Yeah, fine.
You know,
fine,
I'm
fine,
funny,
fine.
I'm smart, I'm cool, and I'm popular. God
And
forbid.
I smoke a weed pen. Sorry.
God forbid I have a smoker's
So do
laugh.
I, but
Okay.
Maybe I'm sensitive, and I have allergies. Now I don't want to laugh. Whatever.
All right, we have some topics. Walton Goggins did an interview with The Times. He was asked about Aimee Lou Wood, and it was derailed. Not good. Lady Gaga performed to the biggest crowd ever
Crazy.
in the history of concerts, like 2.5
What?
million people. Yeah,
Where?
Brazil.
In Brazil.
Obviously.
Of course.
Copacabana Beach.
27 dresses. They're in talks for a sequel. Gigi Hadid posted photos from her 30th birthday, which included a little smoochie with Bradley Cooper.
Woo!
And Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas seem to also confirm their relationship. They've been traveling all over together, but they were seen leaving David Beckham's 50th birthday bash. And then we have the weekly watch report, which we will get into everything we're watching this week. I have Gia with her list as well. So
Yes.
we will get into that. So let's kick it off with Walton Goggins. The only thing we love as much as you guys are a nice, delicious cocktail. And no one serves up real delicious drinks like Rumhaven. Rumhaven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste. You can't beat the taste of real coconut water. It's delicious, clean, and refreshing. Enjoy Rumhaven straight over ice with a splash of club soda or with your favorite juice. I love a Rumhaven rum punch. It's about that time of year, especially when it gets warm. Make a little cocktail, head up to my roof. Rumhaven, cranberry juice, pineapple juice is great. Or sometimes they do pineapple and orange, also delicious. Whatever combination you prefer, it's a perfect rum punch. So head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to learn more. Make sure you guys are stocked up with your Rumhaven. It makes such a delicious cocktail. If you're hosting, make a nice cocktail for the party. Everyone will love it. So head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to learn more. What happened?
The drama ensues.
What happened? So summary, Walton Goggins was doing an interview for The Times, and the interviewer asked him about this alleged feud. And he was like, oh man, like we're not talking about this. And then like his publicist had to step in. Yeah. Publicist had to step in, and then like I guess maybe he tried to ask again, and he was like no, and then the UK publicist, there was two publicists, they both stepped in, and I think that was like the end of the interview. Something happened.
I mean, clearly, it's like exactly like the Jordan thing. Like,
why wouldn't you just be like, hey, no, we're friends? Like, pretend.
Yes, exactly. That's what
Right,
I'm saying.
fake
Like,
it.
Yeah.
obviously, he's feeling like bitter enough
Yeah.
to make a scene out of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so clearly, but I think it's on his side. Like, I think,
He did something?
yeah.
Mm.
And I think Aimee
I wouldn't
Lou
be
Wood.
surprised.
Well,
She-
because I just also have a bias towards Aimee Lou Wood. I literally love her since
Yeah.
Skins. Like, she's amazing. But to like, if you look at like their Instagram captions and stuff, like Walton Goggins is always like, oh, like Rick and Chelsea, two star-crossed lovers. Like, you know, this woman like helped me through everything. Blah blah blah. And then like Aimee Lou Wood is like, our characters were crazy, but they were not in love. You know what I mean? Like she seemed like a little bit more realistic of it all, and
Like
he
he's
kind of seemed like.
overcompensating.
But do you think that they would be in this much of a alleged feud over just like thoughts?
No,
about
but I
their
mean, like,
characters?
people think that like maybe Walton Goggins thought that they had something going on, but
Is he married?
I thought he was married.
That
No,
hasn't
do a
stopped
fa-
anyone before.
That's
no,
no,
do
but
a,
exactly.
Yeah, no, it's just do a fact check for me on that one, please.
Walton Goggins, he is married.
I
yes.
know he had a wife
Since
Yeah,
2011.
Nadia Connors,
since
a while.
2011, and they have a son.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So that could be some tea right there, but
yeah.
I feel like there was just so much drama in general on this set that, like, who knows? Maybe they just didn't like each other.
Yeah.
You know what I
it's
mean?
It's just like so
Well, it
easy.
seemed like
I
they
think.
like each other at some point because there
Right,
were
I
pictures
think
of
they
them.
were
Right, that's
fine. They took
true.
so many
Right,
pictures
that
of filming the
actually
show.
that's a very good point.
I feel like it's just so much easier, like you said, if that does get brought up to be like, we had an incredible experience filming the show. I wish her the best. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
The
you
drama of being like, I'm not talking about it.
I'm not talking about this. It is, and you know who really just comes into it every single time and is so funny? He's the messiest of them all. It's just the funniest thing
Jason
ever. Jason
Isaac.
Isaacs. He's by far the messiest of them all, which is so funny. They ran into each other in the airport, and Jason posted a picture of the two of them, and he's like, "No feud here." Like, it's like, no, nobody thought you two were feuding.
The two old farts. Nobody
Yeah.
thought that you guys were feuding. for
Everyone
sure.
thought you guys. No one
It
was
like everyone
expecting anything
else
from you,
with
Jason
you
Isaacs.
guys. Yeah, I think Jason Isaacs was feuding with everybody else.
Yeah.
And I also think Jason Isaacs just hated everybody on the set and just like made it seem like maybe there was some drama, but
Yeah.
he just hated everyone.
I think Jason Isaacs also really just wants to pop off on everyone on the internet. This was the caption. He posted a picture of the two of them. He wrote, "Guess who was on my plane? Hey, all you genius online sleuths. See any beef?"
Like, you're the one that started
Yeah.
it. Like, you're the one airing out everyone's dirty
Yeah.
laundry, saying that there's drama on the set, that
Right.
some people get along, some people don't. So obviously
No one
people are going to
thought there was
assume.
beef between
yeah,
these
no. No. Jason Isaac,
But it really just made us think that then it confirms again that there was beef with other people.
No, I mean, that's confirmed. He was
Yeah.
like, some people don't like each other, some people did, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, some people would hang out, some people wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I just want to know who he's talking about, obviously. But I think, if I had to guess, I think Parker Posey, because she wasn't really, like, in the mix sometimes.
you
So maybe
think?
Parker Posey and Jason Isaac didn't get along. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I didn't see her a lot when they
must
did,
have
like, the
been
press for, like, the finale and
true.
stuff.
Must have been just a bit of a fever dream for them all.
I mean, I can't even
Well, they said
Thailand for
season
that
two,
long.
They said season 2, like, they all partied together and hung out, and then this season, like, they didn't. Like,
Well, yeah, but I saw a video.
She's dreaming. Look at her.
Oh my god.
She's dreaming.
Yeah, she's snorting.
Yeah.
I saw a video of them like dancing at like some bar in Thailand, and it was like Walton Goggins, Patrick Schwarzenegger. I want to say Aimee Lou Wood was there, and like looked like they were having fun. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
something must have. If I had to make an educated guess, I would say maybe Walton Goggins was like, "Ooh, maybe there's something romantic here." Aimee
Yeah,
Lou
right,
Wood's like,
right,
"You're
right.
married with the child,"
Right.
And he's
Somebody
butthurt.
somebody crossed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like that's probably the most
But if you look at the way
like
that Walton
stereotypical thing to happen. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But like Walton Goggins always speaks like very highly of his co-stars.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that he's not speaking very highly of Aimee
Right, because it's like he
anymore.
was, and then
Yes,
it's
yeah.
now he's
and
not.
even like on Righteous Gemstones, like he did a interview and he was talking about like Danny McBride.
Yeah.
And like you would think he was talking about like Gandhi,
right.
but it was
Yeah.
obviously so sweet and like so nice. So it's just, well, I guess we'll never know.
I know. He's not gonna talk about it.
If anyone's gonna spill, it's Jason Isaac. We gotta get him drunk
seriously.
and ask him to spill the tea.
I don't even think you need to get him drunk. I think if
I
you
know,
was
I
sitting
don't
right
think you
there, he
just
would
ask
just
him
tell
on
you.
the
street.
He would just tell you.
Yeah, I
Jason,
think he'd be.
what's the tea?
Yeah, we'd be like, hey, do you have a second and tell us what's going on? And be like, yeah.
Did you
let's take
see
a
that
seat.
crazy quote that he said when he was like asked about his prosthetic penis?
Yeah, we talked about this
Oh, okay.
already. I remember you brought this up to
Oh,
me.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll just never get over it.
Yeah.
He was like, well, Mikey Madison showed her vulva.
Yeah.
No, she didn't,
Yeah,
but okay.
Yeah. It
And
was
also, don't say vulva.
it was a weird quote, and I do believe he backtracked on
He
that.
did. He was
I
like-
think,
I think he was just maybe
He had that one
angry.
ready to go.
he's a really interesting guy. I really don't
so
think
weird.
I knew enough about him obviously just always thought of him as Lucius.
As Lucius.
And just never really gave him a second thought. And then like seeing all these interviews, the man like talk about another guy that loves Jason Isaacs. Like
Right.
I remember I saw a video of him recently talking about all the Harry Potter stuff. And he was just like taking credit for like every aspect of the character.
He's like, oh yeah,
like,
Dobby.
I came up with the new voice. I came up with the look. I wanted the hair. I wanted my wand to come out of the cane. Like the whole, like he was like, and he was like, I was telling Chris Columbus like this is the way to do it.
Okay,
like,
Jason.
okay, all right, sure.
And that's why I kind of wish they took more advantage of having him in the cast. I feel like his character was kind of like, obviously he had big moments, but I feel like he could have been more of like a wacky character because Jason Isaac is just so wacky.
Yeah. He was just fantasizing about killing his family the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Lady Gaga, record-breaking performance. She performed a concert for the biggest standalone concert ever, performing for 2.5 million people at Copacabana Beach in Brazil.
So did everyone in Rio went to this?
That's so many people.
I'm pretty-
2.5 million, and it surpassed Madonna's previous. Madonna had the record before at 1.6 million. So almost a million more people.
She tweeted, Lady Gaga tweeted, "Nothing could prepare me for the feeling I had during last night's show. The absolute pride and joy I felt singing for the people of Brazil. The sight of the crowd during my opening songs took my breath away. An estimated 2.5 million people came to see me sing, the biggest crowd for any woman in history."
Yeah.
That's so
Any woman
crazy.
or
Anybody.
It says, and she said any woman. So I
think
don't
it's
know.
I think it's anyone.
what was wasn't like the Rolling Stones before that or something? Or maybe it was The Weeknd. I thought The Weeknd
Oh,
just
I don't know.
recently broke some record. I don't know.
Apparently, the
This one
concert
says
was
Lady Gaga breaks a record for the biggest standalone concert ever.
Brazilian police arrested 2 suspects over a bomb plot targeting Lady
Jesus.
Gaga's concert.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I mean, I feel like when you have that many people, like
So many
there's
people.
Can you
gonna
even
be-
hear the show if you're in the back?
I think
doubt
they
it.
put up screens and stuff.
They
to
must
like.
have.
It's
At that
like-
point, you're like watching on
Copacabana
TV.
Beach is like the party beach, so
Yeah.
like they
And it
probably
is
had.
ginormous.
They
Yeah.
just
But
love
that's
music
so
out there,
many
huh?
people.
Oh well, the the
Come to Brazil.
Brazilians.
Come to Brazil.
Brazil.
But it's
They
like
want-
Come to
any-
Brazil.
I mean, but there it goes to show. Come to Brazil, 2.5 million people will show up.
Yeah.
You should do a
know?
podcast show there.
Do you think you
Yeah.
have Brazilian fans? You probably do.
Maybe.
Well, I think the concert was also free. I'm like 99% sure.
Okay.
So that probably had a big thing to do with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, over the fact that it's just crazy. But yeah, the Brazilians show up and they show out. I think Katy Perry started her tour. Oh no, she was Mexico City, I think. But like, if you want to feel like you haven't flopped, go to Brazil because
Yeah.
they will.
But
make
if you go
feel
to
like,
Brazil and no one shows up, that's
then
how
you know you.
That's
flopped.
when you
Yeah.
know. Then your career's over.
Then you know because they will literally like. I'm pretty sure like when Drake Bell was like going through all that shit, they were like, "Drake, come to Brazil. We'll support you."
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Well, he
I
just
can't
changed
believe you just said that. In my
into
mind, it was
Spanish
like,
man.
well, Drake
Yeah.
Bell, he went to Mexico.
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't Brazil. It was Mexico.
oh.
But he had like all of his fans were in Mexico, and
I'm sure there were some
What was
Brazilians
his
He
in
made
name?
there.
What
too.
was
all
his
that new
name?
music down
He
there.
changed his name to like something else.
Yeah, I forget. There's a whole saga for him.
The
for sure.
pictures are insane.
The pictures are crazy. The pictures and
Drake
videos are
Campagna.
crazy.
Like at that point, I feel like I would just be like, I can't do it. I gotta go. There's too many people.
Yeah.
I can't stand in a crowd. And I mean, the show
No, I'd have just
looked
I'd
incredible.
have anxiety being there.
Yeah,
like
totally.
in the crowd. 100. Like you
Gaga
know?
is like one of those people that, she could be like
That
sewing.
last
and
night,
everything she
I was
does
at a
is
club
so cool.
and her song "Abracadabra" came on.
Yeah.
That's a good song to dance to.
Oh yeah, banger song.
Yeah.
It is a great song.
Abracadabra. And also like her.
Just Dance came on. Like she's
Yeah.
got bangers.
Oh yeah. Gaga, she's an icon for sure, and she will be an icon for a while. Obviously, I think for history.
I love so much of the new album too.
I like a few songs.
Yeah.
I've never been a huge Gaga girl. I've always loved her vibe and her music and everything about her, but like I don't listen to her on a daily basis. Kelly loves Mayhem.
Yeah,
She really likes that
I thought
album.
it was a really good album.
But her Lady Gaga's Coachella performance was incredible.
Yeah, so good.
So I mean, I think everyone just has very high expectations, which is good, and she delivers.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to her dad's restaurant in the city?
No.
I've been there.
I
a
didn't
few
even-
times.
Is this the Upper
Met
East
her-
Side?
Met her. Upper West Side.
Upper West Side.
What is
Yeah,
it
it's
called?
nice. Jones.
Oh,
Um,
Joan.
And then like the second part's like an Italian thing that I'm gonna fuck up if I say it.
Jones Pizzeria.
No, what's the
Jones
Like, try it, like-
Osterica. Osteria?
Trattoria.
Yeah.
Trattoria?
You remember those
Trot.
Trot.
Yeah. Oh, no, Joanne. Sorry, not Jones.
Yeah, Joanne is the name of her grandma, I
Trattoria.
Nailed
Well,
it.
Joanne was the name of her album, too. And I think her grandma's name was Joanne or something like that.
I think
Maybe.
so.
Yeah.
Apparently, sometimes she pops in.
Ooh.
I'm sure.
Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, next 27 Dresses potential sequel.
One of our fave movies.
It is. I think how many times do you think we watched that movie with Mom?
25.
Started my love for James Marsden.
Yeah, big time.
That was the one that did
sexy guy.
Yeah. Katherine Heigl spoke to E! News and said, I think that we're in talks about a 27 Dresses sequel, which, if done right and with that cast I love so much, would definitely be something I'd be willing to sort of compromise the mom time to do. What she said, because I think that there's, she was talking about how she really only wants to take certain projects.
Right.
Pulls her away from her kids, that kind of thing. So she said, it would have to be done right, but you don't want to diminish the first one at all. You want to add to it. So if we do that and pull it off, I think that would be really fun. And I think they're working on that.
Interesting.
So
You know, I like half of me is like, yes, I love it. Like, bring them all back. Like, I love everything about this. The second me is like, why ruin an already perfect thing, or potentially ruin an already perfect.
They do it for everything now, so I'm like,
exactly.
just
and
do it.
Usually they suck.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of a rom-com sequel like the one with Amy Adams and James Marsden and Patrick Dempsey. That sequel, Enchanted. That sequel sucked.
Yeah, they didn't need to bring.
You know what I mean? Like, they just didn't need to do that. And like, Enchanted's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, just watch that. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I'm interested to see what they could make out of a plot. Like, what their daughter is now the bridesmaid, never the bride, or something.
Right,
or like,
right.
Their daughter's getting married, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's possibilities.
Of a plot line.
It's just no matter what, when this much time has passed, people want a sequel to be about the same couple.
Yeah.
But it's just not.
Like, they're like they could be like, they're like moms and dads at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're having drama in your relationship, then you guys should just divorce.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
just why are you together? Jesus Christ.
Like, I guess that's not true, actually, because like, I guess like something could happen to them. Like, maybe she gets a new job offer, or like he wants to be a writer in LA, not New York anymore, or something like that. You know what I mean?
But it's just that's fine if you do the sequel 3 to 5 years later. When you do it this far, the only options are really to make it about like the next generation.
Right. Like,
and
at this point, they're a settled down couple.
Yeah.
People
watch
would
it,
hope.
it's like, oh.
Or what if they do like they're not together?
Yeah.
And then they rekindle.
Hey, that could work.
That could work.
That could work. I'm always down for a rekindle.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I said about them doing a One Tree Hill. If they do a One Tree Hill reboot like they were teasing, is that somebody's got to, like, if Chad Montgomery doesn't come back, then he's got to like be dead or something.
Right. Yeah.
There needs to be.
I never watched One Tree Hill, so I don't really know the lore.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. Everyone says I have to watch it, but
probably my favorite.
Oh, okay. I'll take that into account.
Easily top 3. I've watched it start to finish like 8 times, I think.
I just feel like anytime there's like a classic show or movie, like, it's just never the same unless it's like an animated or like it's a series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also think that if you don't watch at least some of it when it's on TV,
it doesn't hit the same.
It's like you don't love it as much as a new viewer. But then that's also not true. Like they put these shows on Netflix, Hulu, the younger people watch it and they're like obsessed. So
yeah. I guess
27 Dresses, as long as if James is attached, I'm in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all it takes.
That's really all it takes is James Marsden, and I'm in.
Did you see that Dunkin' commercial they all did?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Good commercial.
Really good commercial.
Did you see it, Noah?
Yeah.
Smart commercial.
I actually got emailed about it. Like,
about the Dunkin' commercial?
like a press thing being like, here are all like the behind the scenes, if you want to post about it, like from Chicks in the Office.
Well, they picked some amazing people. It was the right choice.
For sure.
James
They do
Marsden,
great. Dunkin' always has good commercials.
Charles Melton.
Love Charles.
Did you see that movie?
I was about to ask you that. No, but I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Well,
I only saw all the. I probably watched every single clip on TikTok of that group of guys doing press.
Well,
and I
it's
mean,
all the baddies.
How do you not?
Line them up.
Watched every single piece of content, and I always laughed because all the comments were like, "Am I really gonna have to go see this war movie?" And I felt the same way, but I did not go see it.
like
But I watched every video of them promoting it.
It's like all my faves: Kit Connor, Charles Melton, Joseph Quinn. Who else?
Will Poulter.
Yeah, Will Poulter. Oh, you know who I love? Cosmo Jarvis.
Cosmo. Yep.
What an
Shogun.
epic name.
Oh, I do really want to see that movie, the war movie. Yeah.
The war movie that
Yeah,
they're all in.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like super realistic,
Yeah.
and it all takes place within like
Yeah, it's like a
the
short.
hours
it's like an hour
of
and a half, like-
because it's a true story, and it's like the Iraq War, and apparently it's really realistic. I don't know.
I heard it was very intense.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
intense.
I was gonna see it, but then I decided to see Sinners again.
Yeah,
Don't
I
blame
mean,
you.
I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Don't
I need
blame
to see
you.
it again. You know, they renewed it in IMAX.
They did.
They were supposed to end it for
I
Thunderbolts.
heard about that, but
Yeah.
I did check again because well, we can talk about it in the weekly watch party, I
Yeah.
guess. But like
Yeah.
the 70, it's not showing at least in Lincoln Center. It's not an option anymore for like
70 millimeter? Oh,
IMAX,
weird.
or IMAX at all. Maybe it hasn't started yet.
Yeah, maybe next week or something. Because Thunderbolts did just come out, so maybe they're waiting.
Yeah, freaking
Yeah.
Marvel.
Freaking
They're
Marvel.
gonna hate my weekly
Some
watch report
superhero
then.
movies.
Freaking Marvel, man.
It's not cinema.
Yeah.
All right, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously. Okay. What was the next? Oh, Gigi Hadid posted a bunch of photos from her 30th birthday party. One of them was in front of behind the cake, giving Bradley Cooper an old smooch.
Yay!
I'm shocked
Shocked
that these two are still going so strong. I'm not gonna lie, and clearly they seem very solid.
Yeah, well, I thought you were gonna say I was shocked that they went Instagram official.
Oh, that too.
I'm not that shocked that they're still together because I thought it was a little bit more casual, but
Yeah.
it seems pretty serious.
Damn,
it's-
he's 50.
It's got to be. Yeah, he's 20 years older than her.
Damn, you're 50? Yeah, she just
People
turned 30.
picking- That's the only thing. It's like people, I feel like, pick and choose which age gap.
Which age gap is bad? Yeah, of
well,
course.
I think after your frontal lobe develops, I think that's fine.
But that's
like if you're
25, right? Like,
yeah.
But that's like Leo's age, like that he dates, and people are like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
gross."
and once it develops, he says, "See ya."
Yeah, it's just I mean, I don't know. I think there's
Like,
a certain
she
I think
just turned 30.
30 and 50 to me isn't that crazy.
That sounds less
Ugh.
weird than like I guess a year ago it would have been she's in her late 20s and he was in his late 40s, which I guess still doesn't sound crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because it's like they both have young kids around the same
Whenever
age.
it's like, you know, like a
but-
22-year-old and like a 45-year-old, I'm like, all right,
But when
what
she's
do you guys
40
are
and he's
Yeah.
60.
She's
Yeah.
40
No,
and
I'm
he's
saying
60?
when that
Oh,
like, if
yeah,
they
I
were still
know.
together like
Well, I mean, our grandma always told us date younger because you don't want to be taking care of an old guy when you're still spry.
yeah.
So Gigi will have to take that into account.
Yeah, I mean, she won't have that much.
That's true. She has a lot
You
of money.
know?
Maybe he'll yeah.
Well,
But-
they both have kids. Like,
Yeah.
she had a kid early, like, you know,
Yeah.
or not early, but like early in her life, should I say?
Yep.
And I think that like matures you, and you know, then they have something to talk about.
You
or
think
like,
Bradley Cooper and Zayn have like had any interactions?
I doubt it, honestly.
I feel like they must have run into each other at some
Maybe
point.
like when
That's
he
a
comes
good
to like
question.
pick her
Maybe
up.
one's pulling out of the driveway as the other's pulling in, type thing.
Oh man, I would love to be a fly on the wall with
You know?
Hey, Coop.
Yolanda and Zayn.
You have, have you
I
guys,
don't know about Yolanda and Zayn City.
Have you guys been to his Philly cheesesteak
No,
spot?
No, we still haven't tried it.
I've been meaning to go,
Danny and Coops.
but it's only open on the
I
weekends.
heard it's like impossible. Like there's a line.
There's
now.
a
Yeah.
line around the block every single time.
I'm not like waking up at bumfuck to go get a cheesesteak.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
a clip that Pav said he like just happened to like walk in at the right time, like
Oh,
when they were
yeah.
closing, and that Bradley Cooper like said, "What's up?"
Oh, see, if I walked in and he was
Yeah.
like, "Hey," I'd be like, "I'm leaving."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'll take a hamburger."
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Order the
"What?"
wrong
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I was like a slice of pizza. Oh shoot.
Wait, where am I?
Does he-
Wait, I love you, go birds.
Like he works there. Like he works there.
He'll-
like,
no, he like
No,
pops
he
in.
goes in, pops in every once in a while, gives out some cheesesteak.
Yeah, he's a line cook.
No,
no. Like I've seen him
so
making sandwiches.
Is he?
No, like his
down
last
bad
movie,
or...
like he wanted to win that Oscar so bad, and when he didn't, he's just like, that's
yeah,
it.
fuck
like,
it.
No, he pops in. I think it's very much a photo op.
Yes.
I don't
of
know. From what I've seen,
giving
that he's
people
like
sandwiches.
in the back. Cooking.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
but
he
I
probably
mean,
takes
yeah,
the
for 20
spoon
minutes.
and puts it into the bread, and
No,
they're
no.
like, "Oh, he made
Yeah.
it."
I don't think so. From what I'm seeing,
He
and
was
hearing,
making
it
them
seemed
for
like-
some Eagles players recently.
It seems like he's actually like about that life.
Okay, I'll have to do some research.
Maybe when he wants to change things up, he says, "Oh, I just need a day in the kitchen."
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like famous people always want to be like regular people at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So what are you gonna do?
he just wants to be.
He just wants to be a regular guy.
cooking some steak.
Yeah.
Well, he had that movie
Don't-
Burnt.
Yeah.
Remember?
I love
I
that
never-
movie.
I never think I saw it.
There were rumors that Taylor Swift was at the 30th birthday, but there was no
She
pictures of her.
wasn't. Or it seemed right.
Yeah,
No photos.
no photos, no like confirmation.
Where the hell is she?
They're
huh?
just like, I don't really know where she is. Well,
She's
you
not
know
going to
what?
Mecca,
I actually
huh?
just saw this post from Dumois, and I hate Dumois, but you know, every once in a while I'm like, okay, if I don't know where she is, and
No,
Dumois
it's-
says
yeah,
they know,
yeah,
then
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But she said that Travis is in Boca doing training, and somebody saw Taylor walking a dog in
Oh.
the street.
Well, because wasn't it rumored that they got a dog?
Well,
or that somebody she had a dog. Or
that was confusing because Jason was talking about how like Travis got this nice couch,
Oh yeah.
but then like the dog like ruined it. But he was talking about it in like past tense, so people were thinking maybe he had a dog or maybe he had a dog with Nicole. But no, people were getting confused. But I don't think he adopted a dog with Taylor, but maybe he did. I don't know. But that was a news article. But people were saying no.
Did you see those pictures? They posted. We had them too of Dua Lipa and
Callum Turner,
Callum leaving
the party.
for Charles
That
this
should be
weekend.
me.
Oh,
Literally.
Justin Bieber.
I literally
I've
I
been-
was like, if I was just walking in that area and
Dula!
just so happened to watch them leave for Charles, I think I'd have a stroke. Like I'd be like, oh
No, I'd be like, oh my god, how was the French dip?
yeah.
Oh my god,
How was your dinner?
I was
carrying a takeaway bag. I'd be like,
Oh, I mean,
what you got in there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I love those two together.
Oh.
Very underrated. I don't talk about them enough, but my friends are obsessed with them too, and
Two
I think they're
queens.
amazing.
Two queens that love to vacation.
They do.
She found her second half that loves to vacation, and
Yeah.
they're just always on vacation.
I love her ring too. It's really cool.
Ugh,
and I
they're
love that
so
like
gorgeous.
when she posts her roundup of photos and stuff, there's always a selfie in the mix that's like ring forward.
Yeah,
You know?
you can tell they're very happy and very in love.
Yeah.
You know who I did see on the street on Saturday? Andrew Scott.
Oh.
Very short king.
Yeah.
I almost got down on my knees and said,
Don't
"Praise the Lord."
Don't stereotype the Irish, but
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know.
He was a short king.
Yeah.
He was looking good. His outfit was terrible.
Oh no.
He was wearing like athleisure, but he was wearing like bright red shoes, a bright blue shirt, and like orange pants. It's like, okay, color scheme.
Okay. Dressed in the dark.
But yeah, he just walked right by. I didn't say anything, obviously.
Yeah.
I just stood
Stop
with
in
my
your
eyes
tracks.
wide. And then I was like,
And then
okay,
off
hop,
you went.
bye, sexy priest.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love him.
That was it.
You know, he's the sexy priest.
In Fleabag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch
Oh,
Fleabag?
I love Fleabag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Andrew
Yeah.
Scott. He's
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the hot
yeah,
priest.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's
I
a good
love
actor.
you. It'll pass.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't do it to me
I've
like that, Andrew
rewatched that
Scott.
like at least 3 times.
Oh,
Like,
it's
that whole
such a
series.
good show.
I love Fleabag. Yeah.
It is a good
She's
series.
so fun. It's so
Yeah.
the second season's way better, I think.
The last thing is Tom Cruise has been dating Ana de Armas.
Now, what's that age gap?
Haha! I've had to guess he's like what,
Probably-
closer to 55.
No, he's in his 60s.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He looks great.
Tom Cruise is 62.
Probably around
he's
the
about,
same.
He's about to turn 63 in July.
Wow. And
If I had to guess,
Anna's what, like my age?
he's 62,
No.
she's 37.
Oh what?
She looks like she's 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
she
compliment.
she looks so young. Wow. I really thought that she was like almost
Yeah.
30.
So
Okay, that's not that bad. That's not crazy at all. I don't think 37.
almost-
25
It's almost
years
30
apart.
years.
I think as long as the woman
Like, but
has gone through a little bit of life.
she'll be in her early. If they stay together, she'll be in her early 40s and he'll be 70.
That's crazy. But also, like, no matter what,
They're not
they're
not staying together.
in these huge age gap relationships, like, there's always going to be like a power dynamic. Like, there's always going to be like, I think the older
She's
guy.
into the old. She was with Ben Affleck. Remember?
No, totally. But that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I think there's always like the older guy like kind of always has like the upper hand. So that's why I'm not like, but with
think she's,
celebrities like
gonna be a Scientologist now?
That's where I always question anybody
try
that's
to
dating Tom
convert?
Cruise. I'm like,
There's
what?
no way he doesn't try to
What
convert you.
is
Yeah.
the situation there? Like, how do you feel about it? What do you do? But they were seen sneaking out of David Beckham's 50th birthday bash. They were photographed ducking down in the backseat of a black SUV while leaving Notting-Hill's Court restaurant in London on Saturday. And the both of them were just like in the back of the car leaving together. They've been seen traveling around a lot. They sparked romance rumors in February. And a source had told People at that time that their outing was merely to chat about, quote, potential collaborations down the line.
Yeah, okay. I'm
But-
sure Tom wanted to collab.
Yeah, the following month, however, they were seen beaming after landing at the London heliport. And then on April 13th, they returned to London after a trip to Madrid.
Oh wow.
So it seems like they've been traveling around together. Maybe that's how we got her.
If it wasn't
Hey,
for this,
Anna, really want to talk to you about maybe some potential projects we could work on. And then,
Mission Impossible
Yeah.
27.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for the
exactly.
Scientology thing, he seems like a great guy.
No, that's the thing. Like he would be. I
Did
think
you see
Tom
him
Cruise would
promoting
be
Sinners
too powerful.
like while his movie is like
Yeah.
coming out?
No, the dude loves movies.
He
and
just loves movies.
He loves
Yeah.
supporting movie theaters. He loves like the craft, the cinema of it all. He'd be too powerful if he wasn't a freak.
Yeah, he loses me a little bit with the like lack of relationship with his children.
Ugh.
Because
That'll
it's always
do it.
like people are like I remember, wasn't it like it was Dakota Fanning, I think, who was in War of the Worlds with him
Great
when she was
movie.
so little.
Oh,
And
yeah, she said,
he
yeah.
said that like Tom Cruise would send her birthday gifts every year
For like forever. Like he sends
for
her
her
a gift
birthday,
every year.
like, since she was little. And I was like, okay, is he doing that for his own kids? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hate the
Because
deadbeat dad shit, especially when
Katie
you're Tom
Holmes
Cruise. Like,
and Suri definitely don't
right.
see him at all. She's an adult now, and I think she changed. Like, I think
She changed her last
dropped
name.
the Cruise.
Yeah, she
If
did.
she ever had Cruise in the first place.
It's the same with the Pitt kids, the older Pitt.
And his kids with Nicole Kidman. I don't know how much of a relationship he has with. I mean, I don't think Nicole Kidman has a relationship with them either. So
Yeah.
it's bad
I-
across.
I
Actually, I take
forgot.
that back. I think maybe the son has a relationship with Tom, but yeah,
I forgot
definitely a
that
little
they
iffy.
were-
But all the other celebrities are like, oh my God, Tom's so thoughtful. He always thinks about this. He does that. I mean, Glenn Powell fucking loves him. They go flying together, the whole thing.
Right.
I don't like.
But
if you work with Tom Cruise, like how could you not love him if you're another actor?
yeah,
He's probably like.
look, I think if you're in the
He's
inner
probably
circle,
he's
for
another
sure,
actor
you just
that's
have to,
super charismatic, but probably
Right.
sucks behind
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
closed
You
doors.
have to draw the line when Tom's like, hey, I got an event on this weekend. You want to come with? It's down at the old Scientology church.
We're gonna go praise to
Or whatever they call it.
Bleep bloop.
Temple? I don't know.
What's
what
the
it's
name of
called.
the alien that
Yeah,
they
I
worship?
don't know.
Beeboop-bop?
I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
praise Beeboop, and then
I tried to read a book on Scientology once,
What? Why?
just to like.
She was interested in converting.
No,
We had to talk her off a
I
ledge.
was just really like, what the fuck is this? Every time I would Google it.
Well, I mean, it's
I'd be
the
like-
most confusing thing in the world.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'll try and read this. I read like 4 chapters. I was like, nope.
Yeah,
'cause you
it's
started
not-
getting sucked in.
It's just like not.
It's
It's,
like, shit.
making no
Yeah.
sense to me.
Beeboop is making a lot of sense.
Are there any other really famous people still in it right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that girl who's in Handmaid's Tale, the main girl in Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
Oh.
no! What?
Yeah.
She's in it.
She is.
I walked by her
Yeah.
once in the city.
What's her name? Elizabeth.
Elizabeth
Moss.
She's a big
Wait, this can't be
Scientology girl.
real. Michael Pena? No way. John Travolta?
John Travolta was big time in
Danny
there.
Masterson. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Oh no way! Oh, Danny
They
Masterson.
couldn't
Yeah.
protect
Remember
him.
that was a lot.
Yeah,
There's
he's
a lot of problems.
Oh,
in
Juliette
that.
Lewis.
Some
More
of these people
prep on.
aren't
Yeah.
in
Oh
it
well,
anymore.
okay. This might be wrong because I know like
Beck?
Leah Remini left the church.
Yeah. There's some. This list is like some
Anyone
are.
who's
Some
ever
might
been.
like be gone now. You know.
This is Jerry Seinfeld. Like what?
Kirstie Alley
Oh
was in
shit!
it. She-
Juliette
before
Lewis
she
was
died.
born into Scientology and began practicing actively in the 90s. Wow.
Yeah. Damn.
That's sad to see. Laura
So-
Prepon, the Orange is the New Black actress.
Francesca
Maybe-
Mariano
Okay.
Oh, what the?
for 2
So-
years.
Oh my
Read
God.
3 chapters. Uh-oh.
That counts.
Yeah.
Well, like, why is it like low-key a lot of people? Kirstie Alley.
Yeah. I think she was in it. I think that was a John Travolta thing.
Beck?
That's I saw that. I'm like, what?
Jerry
Oh.
Seinfeld?
I don't believe that.
No.
Yeah, what? Well, Jerry Seinfeld also dated a 16-year-old girl,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past
People
it.
don't talk about that.
It's like he literally went to pick her up at high school for their
Yeah.
dates. Okay, you should be in jail. Literally, what?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good. All right, done with Scientology. I think that wraps up all the topics, so we can get into the weekly watch report. Mother's Day gifting can be a little predictable and boring. Named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, Aura frames are guaranteed to mix things up this year. Aura frames come with unlimited storage so you can share as many photos as you want from your phone to Mom's Aura frame. Not only will she be grateful it's not another gift card, she'll also love that an Aura frame means she gets to see more of you. It's such a great gift, especially if you've just gone through something big in your life. You got a photo album. Such a great gift, especially for like me or Rhea, just got married. We can put all the pictures on the Aura frame, have it as a gift. I actually know that my aunt was getting my grandma an Aura frame so that she could have all those pictures in one place on the frame. Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURA frames.com, promo code CITO. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. All right, it's time for the weekly watch report. I'm not going to do the jingle just because I feel like it's Rhea's thing, and I would feel weird doing it.
Yeah.
There's a jingle?
There is a jingle. Rhea does it. And out of respect for Rhea, I'm not going to try and do the jingle.
We miss you, Rhea.
So everyone just pretend that I'm doing the jingle. And now we're talking about everything we watched this week. You want to go first, Gia? Normally Rhea goes first. So you can go
Sure.
first.
So I was so this is like from the whole week.
So it's like the last week of what, because we do it weekly. So
Okay.
it's,
So from Sunday to today.
it's the weekly watch report.
Right.
So.
Well, I was confused about like what is a week, but okay. So
Yes.
Sunday.
We haven't done it in two, so I
we
was
haven't
kind of
done
like,
it in a while,
doubling up.
but I really am only going to do like my most
Most of my stuff too is like multiple episodes of the same.
I know, and
Yeah,
I never
same.
talked about Ransom Canyon. I don't know when the hell I'm going to have a chance to, but that's okay.
Okay. So
And we grade it A to F.
okay. First on my list is season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 1 and 2. Rewatching with
Rewatch.
TJ before season 3. I'm gonna give it a B. Because
I was almost up.
I almost said plus because we're still like not at the best parts yet.
Yeah, that's early in the season.
Yeah, but I think we just got to like the funeral scene, which obviously like that whole episode is so good.
Yeah.
But the character Sky, they annoy me so fucking much that I can barely watch. But yeah, so I'm gonna say B. Love Conrad till I die.
Yeah. I didn't even click on a single comment because all those videos of me being like, if you're Team Jeremiah, grow up.
No, I mean,
we were
you were
posting
right.
it all on TikTok. And what the TikTok I
Yeah,
saw had like 800 comments. I was like, I can't even look at this.
Well,
I can't even.
But that's
People
like
are
the
just
popular take,
fools.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it is. But I try and not.
We're like, Conrad's emotionally unavailable. His mom died.
I also really try and not talk about
both
it
their
too much
moms,
because,
right?
like,
Well, yeah, but people are like,
everyone who's Team Jeremiah, I think, hasn't read the books.
1000%.
So,
But also
and then
I-
even just saying that, I feel like is a spoiler.
wait.
So,
Yeah, I did watch the show, but I'm now like having trouble remembering
No, yes, both their
because
moms
he
died,
didn't.
but
The Conrad didn't tell Jeremiah about the mom being sick for a while, right?
No, because the mom
Which is
wanted
kind
to.
of fucked up.
well, didn't Conrad like found
No,
out the mom
Conrad
was
didn't know
sick
she was
without?
sick.
Oh,
Conrad
Conrad
knew his
didn't
mom
know.
was.
Jeremiah didn't
the
tell
mom,
Conrad.
yes,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
mom. He knew the dad cheated on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew she was sick.
No,
don't
like
think she
Jeremiah
knew
was not telling Conrad that she was sick. Jeremiah knew, I think.
No, Jeremiah didn't know.
No, I don't think Jeremiah.
No, Jeremiah finds out at the ball.
at the ball.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Conrad.
and that's why he leaves. And,
And
then
that's
Conrad
why he
has to step
freaks
in.
out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then he tells Conrad. And then they're like, oh, like, we need you to fight, whatever. But Jeremiah just placed the blame on Conrad the entire time, I think. Like, when he's like, oh, like, I was there, you weren't. Like, Conrad was, like, in school trying to get his fucking med degree, what his mom wanted him to do. Like,
These comments are so funny. I'm reading them now.
No, I didn't even click on him. I was like, I can't.
Jeremiah is literally a manipulator and knew he was dating a girl his brother was in love with. How can you see past that?
no, that's exactly
Team
it.
Jeremiah is for the girls who want a healthy relationship. Another comment
No,
says.
no,
Yeah,
Jeremiah
see,
is
it's-
just a jealous
It's
loser.
so split. It really is. Talk about being.
He tried to shoot a firework at them when he saw them kissing. He tried to murder them in cold blood because he was jealous.
What about this one?
Talk about divisiveness on the internet.
Grow up
Jeremiah
is
or
crazy
Conrad.
coming from Team Conrad when he doesn't know how to express his emotions, wants, and needs like an adult. Who really needs to grow up?
Ugh.
ladies.
He's not an adult. He's about to be a freshman in college.
Seriously.
He's not an
only
adult
18,
at all.
like,
and
he's
he's
not-
carrying a lot of
He's
weight.
trying.
Yeah. He doesn't want to put it all on Belly. He's not selfish.
Yeah.
These are. I might actually just like get highlighter and read these comments.
Yeah, these are like
No,
because
they're-
they
Jeremiah
make
has
me
an
mad.
inferiority complex, and I disliked how he treated Conrad.
He does have.
He always felt like he went after Belly because his brother liked her.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah.
and in the scene where I always said the biggest two comparisons on Conrad and Jeremiah is the scenes where Belly tells Conrad that Jeremiah said that he likes her, they kissed, all that stuff. Conrad's super mature about it. He's like, well, like, be with me. Like, you want to
Yeah.
be with me? Like, let's be together. Belly goes to Jeremiah, says the same thing. Jeremiah, my mom has cancer and you're doing this to me? Oh, what the
Yeah.
hell? I can never look at you again. So if you want to say that Conrad's immature, how about you take a little bit of a look in the mirror?
I told my husband, whose name is Jeremiah, it's a rough time to be him this summer.
That's hilarious.
Rough time to be you this summer is so funny.
Rough time to be named Jeremiah,
Rough
especially after
summer.
this season.
Yeah.
This one
yeah.
says, anyone who's a team Conrad has never actually dated a Conrad.
I don't know
I
about
feel
that
like
one.
I feel like
Yeah.
our brother's kind of like Conrad.
Oh, does that make that weird? That we're
No,
so-
I just mean like he's like emotionally
yeah,
vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah.
like JB's like sensitive,
Yeah,
like
sure,
the way that
sure,
Conrad
sure,
is.
sure.
Sorry, is that a weird
No,
comparison?
no.
I just mean
think
like
that's
I feel like their personalities are kind of similar
Yeah.
almost.
Okay, what else do you watch?
Oops. Oh, am I going down the whole list?
Yeah, you read everything and give it a grade. Then I do
okay.
mine.
Daredevil season finale. I'm giving that an A+. It's the new reboot of the Daredevil Marvel show. A+, amazing show.
A+, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
amazing season finale. Very excited. Hacks season 2, episode 6 and 7. Also, I think I'm gonna go A-. So cute. I've been loving Hacks my first time watching it.
So good. We're watching at the same time, but I'm on season 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta catch up because I kind of put it in the back burner. Andor episodes 4 and 5, fabulous TV. I would also put that A- because it's slow, but it's really good and
watch
lots of
it.
drama. Ugh.
Which is so unlike me.
The season finale of the first season,
yeah.
I was moved
Mm.
to tears, and also like it's like inspiring.
Okay.
And then Thunderbolts, the new Marvel movie. Our brother and I went to go see it. My brother. Well, you did say my mom in the beginning.
Yeah, I did. I'm just so used to it.
Yes. I gave that a 3
Did
and a
I
half.
introduce you as my sister at the beginning of this podcast?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
I think people should know by now.
Do people know that?
You said it on the end of last
Sometimes
podcast.
people don't.
Sometimes people don't.
I still get comments on every TikTok I make of Gia with Gia in it, and they're like, "Wow, I didn't know you guys were sisters."
Yeah, that's true.
So-
we are sisters, by the way.
By the way, this is my sister.
Thunderbolts, I give it a 3.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So I would say that's like a B.
yeah.
I would say.
Minus.
I wouldn't give it a minus. I'd give it a B.
Yeah.
Very good. The ending was not as strong as the whole movie, but it reignited my love for Marvel as well as Daredevil, the new season. So I'm back on the Marvel train. Florence Pugh is going to save the Marvel universe. And then I also watched Taylor Swift Long Pond Studios because that's like a monthly watch for me. I watched that on Wednesday.
What is that?
Taylor Swift Long Pond Studios. It's on
Like,
Disney
it's a
Plus.
documentary.
Yeah,
It's
kind
like her
of.
doing
It's her
folklore,
re-record. It's her recording
oh.
folklore from the Long Pond, and then she like talks about the songs with Jack and Aaron Dessner. And I always just throw it on because I love her and I love folklore, and sometimes you just get in a mood.
Is that
The
your favorite
background vibes.
Taylor album?
Yes, it's hard because I would put Tortured Poets as my favorite right now just because of like relevancy, but I think my top 3 right now are Tortured Poets, Folklore, Midnights. But I would give Long Pond Studios A+. No bias.
No bias.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I don't really watch that much stuff.
Yeah, I watched. So I'm like, because we're recording on Saturday. We're not recording on Saturday. It's Sunday. The Sunday night TV we haven't watched yet, so haven't seen the new Last of Us. But last week's Last of Us.
Oh, I didn't put that in there. I watched that too.
Last week's Last of Us was so good. I thought it was a good episode.
The ending of the episode, I was like, uh-oh.
What happened again? Remind me.
It was just
they get to Seattle and they're like, oh, there's no one here, and then like they show that there's like 1,000 fucking tanks and people.
And she goes to the it's kind of a farewell
to
you know who.
Mm.
And I thought they like kind of wrapped that all up really nicely.
Yeah.
So I'll give that a B+. I mean, the second episode was just so insane, so it was crazy. And then Gemstones, second to last episode before the series finale. So I'm gonna miss this grading the series finale. But oh my god, that second to last episode, so good. There was action, there was laughs, there was a lot going on. It was crazy. The Valley and Summer House I talked about a ton with Abby this week on the podcast, so I'll just grade them. The Valley I'll give a B, and Summer House I'll give a C.
Ooh.
Joe and I watched Rounders, which is a movie I had never seen.
Oh my god, incredible movie.
Matt Damon.
I've never even heard of it.
I've watched that maybe 500 times.
Yeah, you know what really sold me was I saw Michael B. Jordan do his Letterboxd top 4.
Oh.
And his first answer was Rounders. And I was like, if
That's
it's good
the
enough for
classic,
Michael
like-
B, it's good enough for me.
Anything
So-
that Michael B likes, so does G.
Exactly.
Such a good movie.
So I
Pay
watched.
that man his money.
Yeah. So
That was my best John Malkovich.
very nice. Well done. It's a good movie. B+. I mean, like, for me, I don't,
it's a very guy movie.
very guy movie. Very poker bet, the whole thing.
Kind of looks like
Ed
a baby
Norton's always
seal.
good.
She does.
Oh, are you a little baby seal?
seal.
Are you a
Yes.
little baby?
I'm caught up on Paul American.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
Wow. Yeah.
Do you have some episodes to catch up on, Noah?
I didn't watch the last one, but I did see the
He has
clip.
been watching.
I did see the clip from the newest one. Did you see? Oh, so you're caught up.
I'm caught up.
The nursery thing.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. I mean, Logan Paul is like just a full-on asshole, and it's
Yeah, he is.
hilarious.
I
He
mean,
is.
I saw Grace O'Malley posted a TikTok that she was watching, and she was like, "I hate to admit that I'm watching it, but like
No,
it's
it's-
really good, whatever."
It's
uncomfortable to
honestly
watch.
fascinating.
No, I saw-
I
He's
love
such a
Jake's
dick.
I saw a
Girlfriends.
clip of the dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I was
guy
like,
too.
no, he belongs in jail.
Yeah.
No, he's nuts.
He's absurd.
He's
I
like,
was
if you
like,
don't
I'm not
beat-
sitting next to her.
Or
In the
if
last
you don't beat
episode,
your
they
kids, you're
did,
not a good dad or something like that.
Yeah. In the last episode, they went on a ayahuasca retreat, Jake and the
Christ.
dad, which was very interesting. But yeah, no, I mean, they're talking about the past. Their mom was talking about how she has like all these notes of certain times when like Greg was abusive or like something would happen.
Like, how are they still
Why does he
associating?
talk
with
Well,
to
it's
him?
just like
Yeah.
Logan has like deep rooted issues that like he needs to go to therapy for.
Well, I saw a
'Cause-
clip where they were like, "Do you know what you're like with the cameras off?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "No."
No, they have no
Logan
clue.
Paul, like,
and Logan
admits
also was
that
like,
he's a sociopath.
he doesn't think. He was like, "Do you think what your dad did was abuse?" He was like, "No, like I don't think it was." Like, and then like
That's-
Jake is very
Have
different.
fun, have fun, Logan Paul's kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Jake is very different. I love Jake's girlfriend. I like a lot, Juta.
Okay,
the
Juta.
speed skater.
honestly,
I
Jake
find
Paul
her
is
very
coming out
entertaining.
on top, like out of everything
know.
on the show.
He
Like,
looks
he's,
more normal.
Yeah.
He's the
I
one
just
that looks
hate
more
both of
So
them
I'll get,
so much
I'll give
that I
episodes
can't.
5 and 6 a B. I keep watching. It is entertaining, but yeah, I mean they're not fantastic people.
Yeah.
I watched 1 through 6 of the 4 seasons.
I
I haven't watched 7 or 8, which is the
I
last
think
2.
I watched 1 through 5.
Which is the new Tina Fey Steve Carell show on Netflix. Oh, excuse me.
She's readjusting.
Yeah. It's good. It's good, not
Little
great.
Meeper.
Feel like
I've
it
been
could have
enjoying it.
been better. Like,
Wait,
in
what
some
is this?
moments,
Sorry.
4
I
seasons.
was looking at the dog.
I feel like it could have been funnier. No, and like a lot of it's written by Tina Fey, who I think is absolutely hysterical.
It's a movie?
It's
No,
a TV show.
Oh.
But it's like a group of older friends,
It's
and
What,
it's
4
Coleman
couples?
Domingo.
Love him.
oh wait, is that why it's called the 4 seasons? Well, I know that they're like on
It's-
vacation, but it's 4 couples. I didn't even put that together.
No, it's 3 couples.
That's 3 couples.
3 couples.
No, is it?
It's 3 couples. Steve Carell just gets divorced.
Yeah.
But it's 4 seasons because 2 episodes per season. 2 episodes in the spring are like in the spring. 2 episodes are in the summer. 2 episodes are.
Wow.
Did you miss that? They're like
No,
a
no,
whole
I'm-
part of the beginning.
No, I know. I must have missed that.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of
I
this
thought it was
show.
like the hotel.
There's a whole like title card like before each episode that's like spring.
Oh, I
Summer.
completely missed every title card. And I actually went the second episode when I was like, wait a second. Like they
dead.
jumped in time.
They jump
I was
in
like,
time.
What is this on?
I must have
Netflix.
missed the title card, and I went back
Yeah.
and I couldn't find it.
I like that. I was definitely chuckling a little bit. I'll give it a B. Certain moments I thought were really funny. And this is a really weird one, but I don't know if it's just because there have been so many, I talked about it before, but just because there's been so many medical shows on, and I finished them, and I started watching ER. Never watched ER.
Oh, I kind of want to.
I'm basically almost done with the entire first season,
Really?
which, back in the day, 23 episodes a season.
But like, how long are the episodes? They must be like shorter.
40 to 50 minutes, somewhere in there. Like standard
What is it
television
on?
time.
What do you watch it on?
Hulu.
Hulu.
And it's
How's Noah?
pretty good. Yeah, good. He's so young in it.
Yeah.
Are you watching ER?
ER, yeah. And George Clooney, the whole.
If you guys caught me like 2 weeks ago, I was watching like 10 shows at once. I was watching like The Pit.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
watching Pulse.
Yeah.
That other medical show.
I
Hacks.
know they all ended.
Yeah. The Pit is so fucking good. Noah Weil, I love
Yeah.
it.
Fucking good.
I feel like it'd be pretty crazy to like grade the ER at this point in time after so many years of it like being
Why?
on television. But I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'll give it a B plus. Like
It's your opinion?
Yeah.
And that's my opinion.
Is it like as like graphic as like
No.
Like The Pit?
Because
No.
it's on TV. It's like on network TV, right?
Yeah, and it was just early. It was the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Sometimes with The Pit, like I can't even watch.
Yeah, it's
I
yeah.
close
Sometimes
my
the pit is
eyes
actually
sometimes.
insane.
Oh, you know what? And also what I was watching Yellow Jackets season 3. That show I had to close my eyes like 90% of
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
disgusting.
I stopped watching the beginning of season 2. I couldn't keep doing it. Yeah. Oh, lovely.
they
your
took
review?
that show and they pooped on it. It's awful.
Sorry about that.
And I love the women of that show, and it's really sad. I was so invested in the young girls, and they just completely ruined the older ladies.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. I watched. I didn't grade Ransom Canyon, so I guess I'll give it a grade. I was locked in. I watched the whole thing, and I kept telling people, I was like, it's like a mix of Yellowstone and Virgin River, because that's what everybody was telling me, and I've seen neither of those shows, but that's what everyone said to me. So
I've never heard of that show
Oh,
either.
Netflix. Josh and Mel, Minka Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah, they live on these big ranches in Texas, and the big Austin Water and Power want to come in and buy their land and land battles.
I
and
put it on and
multiple
just
deaths
from the
and-
first 10 minutes. I just was like,
Yeah.
no, it's not for me.
No, there was like
Can't do it.
and there's like
I was like,
different.
Minka Kelly, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
she's
can't
a
do it.
baddie.
There's
Yeah.
different love stories at like every like age level. It's like the Josh Duhamel, Minka Kelly age group is like that, and then there's like a middle one of like a potential old son. A son that no one knew about that showed up, and then there's like high school kids. So then there's like high school love stories going
I
on
saw
too.
the part where Josh is like jealous of, I guess like his son's new dad, or is that who that was when he like got a car?
No, I mean that's very early in the show.
Yeah, that was like the first 10 minutes.
No, it was his wife had died,
And Josh is like, yeah,
and
his
it's
son has
the
no
wife's
respect for him.
brother.
Oh, the
Was
wife's
the- so it was his
brother.
uncle was
Like
gifting
rich,
his
yeah,
nephew a car.
Yeah.
Things don't go well after that if
Yeah.
that's what the last place you watched.
Like yeah.
He
No,
runs
that's
him
not
over
good.
with the car.
No, that's not if that's the only thing you saw. There's a lot more that happens. But you know what they use, and this is not my one takeaway because I have deeper thoughts about the show. But one of the guys' names is Yancey,
That reminds
and
me of
it's
Sleepover. Yeah.
I'm like, how do you do that?
Yancy.
You can't name the character Yancey.
No, you can't.
And the only thing I think about is that poor girl in Sleepover whose
Yeah.
name was Yancey, and everyone thought it was Nancy, but it was actually Yancey, and she was a girl.
yeah. Was it
And his name
Yancy?
was he was like a fake. I don't know if his first name was still the same name or if it was a completely made up name because he like whatever he was someone's son that they didn't know about. Yancey Grace. Nancy Grace.
His name is Yancy.
He was like, I'm Yancey Grace.
Has he tried Laurel? Get it? Laurel, Yanny. You remember that?
What?
Yanny, Laurel.
No, it's
Yanny.
not good. I actually don't know what joke you're making at all.
No, I don't have any
What
idea
the
what you're
hell?
talking about.
You guys don't remember that?
No.
That like viral sound that
Maddie
like,
does.
do you know what I'm talking about? Where they're like, what do you hear? And it's
Yeah.
like Laurel.
Oh,
Laurel.
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
was. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yanny.
When I had to literally Google the character's name to be like, I'm sorry, is he saying his name is Yancey? And he
Yancey
was.
Grace.
He was.
Is
Yancey
he
Grace.
is he a hard hitting
tough lady
bitch?
like Nancy?
Yeah. Like Nancy Grace.
No, he was a little more, low key because he was in some shady business until he falls in love, of course. Changes everything for him.
Shit, I might have to watch this show.
Yeah. I very much enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. And I love Minka Kelly and I love Josh Duhamel. So
Yeah, I love Josh Duhamel.
yeah, I thought it was a very good role for him in the way that he looks right now, to being like this
rugged,
emotionally unavailable ranch
Cowboy.
owner
Yeah,
cowboy.
Love it.
Yeah. So it was definitely a good fit for him. And that's my list today. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. We're talking fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Sephora, Urban Outfitters, Kiehl's pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. Cash back is deposited directly into your PayPal account, or Rakuten can send you a check. You can even maximize your savings by stacking cash back on top of other deals, like store sales and coupons. You're already shopping at your favorite stores, so why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up.
Okay, I'll go through some of these quick. The Celtics thing finally.
It's over?
Watch
Thank
the
God.
episode 8. I really liked it. I mean, it's like, KG and the big three, that whole them winning. But then the final episode is Jason Tatum and them winning last year, which they kind of flew through. I thought it was very well done.
It's just a blip on the
but
larger timeline.
But they kind of just
Celtics,
skipped over the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas, that whole era.
They just get back to the good stuff.
They kind of ran through it, and I thought they were filming all of last season behind the scenes of the season that they won. So I thought it was going to be at least a full episode on its own. It wasn't, but. I'll give it an A because it's just how
I was
could I not?
gonna do I dare say that knocked it down a peg?
Oh, you know what? No, I'll give it an A+. I had an A+ on here because I just how
No,
could I
what?
not?
You're right, Fran. I will change it.
Yeah.
A+.
Yeah, A+.
And then I actually some of these are from before the wedding, Rhea's wedding.
Whoa.
So I'm I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I watched some of Pulse because I was kind of craving more medical stuff, and it came up on Netflix, and I was sure, why not?
I have a feeling it didn't do it for you.
It's actually not as bad as not that it's bad, it's just I just didn't think it was gonna be for me.
Yeah.
But I was entertained at least. I forget what I must have watched a few episodes.
It's like Temu the
I
Pit.
fell out of it, but maybe I'll start it again. But yeah, that whole storyline is kind of weird. That she
Yeah,
was,
the HR
fake.
thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just wait,
Yeah.
you were really dating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he good or bad?
And then they were just
I didn't like how they were
we-
fucking around with an HR violation.
and they're just
Yeah.
we kind of need the help. So do you care if this guy who you claimed sexually assaulted you?
Yeah, right. It's so it's
what?
a hurricane, so he's gonna need to stay.
Yeah,
on
is
the
that
phone.
fine? Is that fine?
Yeah.
crazy.
And then the last 2 episodes of Studio. Did you guys?
Oh,
I kind of fell off that show.
You fell off.
Yeah.
There was one episode that was but
What's the last one? Oh no, I watched that. The last one with the girlfriend.
that wasn't the last one. There's
Oh,
a new-
was
there-
it?
That was the 5th one. That's 2 back.
Oh,
now.
then I'm behind.
So you must. Be
I watched the
behind.
one with the doctor when he goes
Oh,
to
that
the
one
gala.
I really like that one.
Yeah, I thought that one was
so
really
because
funny.
I feel
of him being adamant that
no, he's
the work that they do in movies is as important as doctors.
yeah, which I'm because I went to film school and stuff, and I'm I know these people.
Yeah.
just-
No, I thought it was a perfect mockery of that almost.
Yeah. And
it
she's
was very
really good.
I'll give that episode an A if you want to go back and grade
Yeah.
that. It's I'm behind though.
Oh, I'm just looking at the episodes. Zoe Kravitz is in the next one.
Oh shit.
It's called the Golden Globe, so I feel
Did
that'll be good.
Oh my god, I forgot to mention. You see, Noah Centineo was apparently rubbing her feet in the park
What?
this weekend. They thought they threw us off the scent with the Zoe Austin Butler rumors, but then there were pictures of Zoe and Noah walking in the
maybe
park, and then they were
they're
sitting on a
just
bench, and
in
someone
ca-
said that he was rubbing her feet.
They're in character.
Yeah,
Well, listen, I would rub her feet too.
true.
Same.
Yeah. She's a baddie.
I will give it an A. I'll give the last two like overall an A-. I really like 5, and then episode 6. I know you know yeah. No, I'm wrong. Episode 6 was the doctor thing, and episode 7 was a separate one, which was fine, but it wasn't as good, so I'll give an A- for both of those. I just have to say Sinners, I went back to see it in 70 millimeter because, one, I just wanted to see it again, and two, when I've seen like
that's how Ryan Coogler said it was like
intended to be, which I feel like a lot of times people say, but then you go see it and it's like nothing different. This time, like it was already an A+ for me, or maybe I give it an A. Like this, seeing it in IMAX 70 millimeter, the screen alone in Lincoln Center was like absurd.
Yeah, it's
Have
sick.
you ever been there?
Yeah, I saw Oppenheimer
like
on 70 millimeter.
Like,
yeah, it's
ever.
sick.
But it actually made the movie like so much better. Like, because he'll
Well,
switch
you also get more in the shot.
Well, but the thing is, it's like not even the fact that that's cool on its own, but it's when he does it, because he switches between aspect ratio. So like it'll be wide for a while, and then at certain points the whole screen opens up like for specific moments, and
that's
it's
cool.
Like perfect, and it just like elevates the movie like so much. I really like. I will go if they are playing it again. I'm gonna go back and see it again. Like,
I want to see it on 70 millimeter. Really
and they make it feel like a whole experience. They give me a film strip like of the movie.
Oh, that's cool.
70 millimeter, with like Sinners like shots on the film strip.
I saw people got that
and
when they premiered. I was jealous.
It's like it was fully sold out, so I went to an 11 p.m. showing like on a Wednesday, and it was packed, like fully sold out.
It's crazy. That's how it was for Oppenheimer too.
Yeah. But yeah, just incredible.
Such a good movie, literally.
And this time I knew that there were 2 post-credit scenes, because the first time I stayed for the one, and then I left, and then I would see on TikTok, I'm like, what?
I didn't know there was a second one.
There's a second one.
And G and I laughed when we went to go see it. We walked out, and I was like, oh, imagine being those people that left before the first one. There's a second one.
So the second one it's not like a talking scene or anything, but it's Miles, the guy, like playing like a song.
Oh.
But like that, there is a second one.
We only saved for the future
For the
bar
long
one.
one.
Yeah. That's like, you need to see that part.
Yeah.
But the second one is at the very end of the credits. He just is like in the church playing the song, which is really good. I've been listening, listening to that soundtrack.
Music's amazing. I've been seeing people online being like, they should make this into like a Broadway show.
But Gooch, or someone that works here, he went super viral on Twitter because he like posted that video of Walton Goggins recording for Righteous Gemstones dressed up as Rick, and he's like, "Let's go!" And then all of a sudden, the Sinners music starts playing, and like Walton Goggins is dancing.
Yeah.
The music is so
good.
Good. Miles Canton has an insane voice.
Yeah, he's crazy talented.
Yeah.
Paul American, I haven't watched the most recent one, and I have Dion here for the one before that. I forget which one that was, but it was probably
that was episode 5.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
It was more like there's more about the girlfriend speed skating and the nursery,
there wasn't
and
maybe as much drama.
More about like the family dynamics too, past family dynamics.
Yeah. That's just like a hate watch for me, and
that's fine.
It's great. I watched some of the new You season. It is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like, it's crazy how they just continue to do this show. I know it's over now.
This was it.
And it was so bad that like I was watching the recap of the previous seasons, being like, did I watch season 4? I'm like, I can't even remember if I did. I'm like,
I went to go watch this new season, and I realized I never watched the season 4 in London.
Like, I might have tried.
And I was like, oh, then I'm not watching this.
I might have tried to start it and was like, this is so bad I can't.
Yeah.
This one I just started watching, and like it's so bad and ridiculous that I'm like cracking up throughout it, because it's like what?
Well, I love the new girl in it.
Yeah.
We saw her.
She was at that people event.
Madeline Brewer. I really like her, but yeah, week. They just
it's like hilariously bad. Like it's an F. Like I think that the way that Penn Badgley talks about it is like he's kind of embarrassed to be like doing it.
Well, I mean, it's like, how the fuck is there season 5?
How like how many people does this guy have to kill?
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's like by now I think somebody would have cut on, and I think like the girl that he like initially killed is like still alive. Spoiler.
They're like, I don't know.
Well, that's what I kept seeing, that it was just like
I watched maybe like 4 of the episodes, and like maybe I'll go back.
Yeah.
But like. Yeah, I think so. They're like flashing back and stuff. It's just like it's the same thing every time. This guy has a box in his basement. He locks people in it.
Yeah.
And then like talks to them for a while and then realizes, I have to kill them.
There was some like very meta ending though, right? Like that everyone was talking about. I didn't actually see it.
I don't know.
I didn't see how it like fully
I'll
ended.
probably finish it.
I saw like the headlines. It
he
was like
becomes an
you
influencer?
finale like turned it back on the audience or something. I don't know what that means.
It's literally just like the same show every single season, like with a different girl.
That's why I just don't understand how it's still going on.
So bad.
Well, it's over, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And then Your Friends and Neighbors, the John Hamm show on Apple TV, which has kind of been like the first few I really liked, and then I kind of was bored by a couple.
Let me guess, it fell off in the middle.
But it kind of
Noah's favorite thing to like hype up a show and then be like, episode 4 and 5, not that good.
Yeah. No,
every show has some filler epies.
Yeah. So there was a couple, but this last one that came out this week, I actually liked. So now it's pulling me back in. So I'll give it a B overall right now, like for the last couple episodes. And also I do have to say that I did get some support on my John Hamm take. That someone said to me, can't remember your name, sorry, but they were like, I agree with what you said. Like John Hamm seems like he's playing like a character of like what a man is supposed to be. Like that's who John Hamm is. Like in his real. It's just something about him. I don't know. She thinks that I don't like him because he's an attractive guy. Like,
well, first Austin Butler he went after. Now John Hamm.
It's these guys who just like
these traditionally handsome men.
It's not about being. I love fucking Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Like it's not about being a handsome guy. Like respect, bro. Like, but it's just like the way that Austin Butler and John Hamm, these guys, they kind of just. The way that they just sit, I feel like they're staring in a way that like they want you to be like, oh, look at this guy.
No,
like,
for sure. Well, I think Austin Butler with the whole like accent thing, like, all right, like,
it just feels like they're
on.
trying to be a movie star.
Right.
But I actually like this show. So
I like John Hamm.
And The Last of Us. Obviously, I haven't seen this new one that came out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna B plus.
Episode
Like, I'm not the
3.
biggest. I just don't think I'm the biggest like fan of this show. Like, I might have liked the first season more, but. And I am gonna miss Pedro Pascal. Oh, is that a big spoiler? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but it
happened 2 weeks ago. At this point, if you don't know,
yeah.
then you're really behind.
But,
yeah.
People were shocked. I knew it was coming.
I was
but
pretty stunned.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was coming.
I
don't
knew
know
it was
how
coming.
I played
too.
the game.
You played the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Xbox. Except you don't pew pew. You just run for your freaking life.
Yeah.
And I had my eyes closing 90%
It just
of the
like
time.
I said this to the episode. That
I just remember seeing
that he
it.
died.
Really
where I just like it.
for me.
I don't know. It's just like so similar, like some things to Game of Thrones, where I'm like, it just feels like I'm not watching a new show.
I think that's kind of crazy, but
I have seen people say the same. Like, it's just like I don't know. It just
because there's zombies and the White Walkers.
That episode where they're breaking through the wall, I'm like, this is shot for shot, like that one episode in Game of Thrones. Like, it felt the exact same.
I don't know. It's so different though.
Yeah,
So different.
I do see that comparison for sure with those two episodes.
HBO started even posting those side by side.
Yeah,
it was
but
like
in
so
general,
no, it's not like the whole show isn't that
Yeah.
way. But and then the 4 seasons, like I've been enjoying it. Like I'll give it a B minus.
Yeah, it's
like
fine.
It's a fine watch. I feel like Steve Carell has played this character 100 times.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a scumbag. I mean, I guess he's not, but like something about him.
Yeah.
But I like it, and that's all I got. So.
Okay, great. I think that wraps it up then.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll be back after a quick trip to Arizona. Back for Wednesday's episode. We'll have a very cool update, I think, from something that G and I are doing Tuesday night that I can't wait to talk about. So stay tuned for that.
I can't believe unnamed dog hasn't moved.
Isn't she the cutest thing ever?
She's an angel.
She's just she's like so chill. She's like, okay, this is where we're hanging for the day. Cool.
I took so many good pictures.
So, yeah. Hopefully by the time
no name.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully by the time this comes out, she does have a name.
But then what if you see like a name suggested that you're like, oh, that's a good name.
I know.
I think you got to come up with it yourself. Just maybe
You're
like
asking ChatGPT.
meditate it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
For ideas. And I hate ChatGPT, so I really put my foot out for
I'm
you.
ending this episode right now before Gia starts ranting about ChatGPT. We already talked about this weekend. It's not. We're not going there. So
I hate
hopefully the
it.
dog is named
not
fully
ChatGPT
by the time. Oh my god, little ChatGPT.
I have a question.
Oh my
I need to
God,
ask
she
you.
answers. She's all the answers. No, she was amazing. A doll. So
Yeah, hopefully by Wednesday's episode, you guys will have a name.
exactly. Okay, thank you all. We love you. We'll be back on Wednesday.
Thanks, guys. Subscribe to Taylor Watch.
Good plug. Good plug.